describes acts of extreme violence in graphic detail and may include discussions about demonology and the occult, topics that caused widespread panic during the 1980s. This content may not be suitable for children under the age of 50. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
Previously on GROGTALK.
Can you name the number one song this week?
Well, it's not Joan Jett. I know that.
I'm sorry. It's
not Joan Jett.
I will tell you right now. It is a duet.
Ah.
Not a man and a woman, two men.
Really?
Duet.
Duet. I don't remember.
Yeah, when I say, you're like, oh yeah. Stevie Wonder.
Oh, Stevie Wonder.
Do you remember the song?
Why am I? No, I don't remember.
Ebony.
Oh, Ebony and
Ivory. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Live together in harmony, James.
Ivory together. Da, da, da,
I've got this image of you in Target singing it in the aisle. Ebony. You should wear your wizard costume and walk around and sing that in Target.
Yeah, we should. Random encounter.
All right, let's do it.
Monster Manual 2.
Monster Manual 2, yes.
Our favorite monster book.
It's grown on me a little, but I'm not going to say why.
10.
Oh my, you were, wow, just as we said.
Clash of the Titans. Another good movie.
So I now need you to roll.
Did you see Clash of the Titans?
I did not.
No, God!
Quentin Modron? It's from the Monster Manual 2. A Quentin, it sounds like a name.
That's right. I am the Quentin, I think it's Modron. M-O-D-O-R-N.
M-O-D-R-O-N.
Yeah, Modron. So this will test your amorous feelings of the... Actually, you should love these guys. There it is. You're getting close.
Oh, no, not these things. These things are horrible. I hate these things.
What do you mean? They're lawful neutral, aren't they? Yeah, they're your people. This, when you die, this is what you're aspiring to be.
Look at how long the discussion is of these stupid things.
Stupid. These are your people.
Why do you say that?
Because they're lawful neutral. The plane of nirvana is a plane of balance and absolute order.
Oh. They're from the...
Plane of nirvana.
Oh, so this is like if you go to nirvana, all these things are walking around?
Yes. And the souls of lawyers like you and legal professionals.
Welcome to the GROGTALK with your hosts, Dan and James.
And are we on? We are on. We're on. Look at us. There we are. We're here. Does everyone hear us? We were having some sound issues, so if we're having sound issues, please let us know. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to GROGTALK. I'm James.
And I'm Dan.
Where are we from today, Dan?
You have a choice.
Ooh.
Okay. There are two conventions occurring right now.
Right.
Which, of course, June 4th, 1982.
Yes.
Would you rather go to Genghis Khan 4, which is being held at the Aurora Student Center of Metro State College in Denver? It's being hosted by the Denver Gamers Association, the DGA.
Okay.
Or would you...
I mean, Genghis Khan. How can you not want to go to Genghis Khan?
And it is Genghis Khan 4, so the bugs are kind of out of it. It's like GROGCon 4.
That's right.
Oh, the bugs will be out. Okay.
Yeah.
Or would you rather go to Dungeon Quest 1?
Oh.
Right. This gaming event is being held at O'Hara High School in Kansas City.
Exactly.
So you want to hang around college kids or high school kids? It is in Kansas City, Missouri. It's only $3 per day or $7.50 for the whole weekend at the door. Wait a sec. Oh, it's 3 days. And it is being held by Dungeon Quest 1 organization. So where would you rather be?
So they named themselves Dungeon Quest 1 organization?
Well, it says for, no, I made that up. It says for details, write to Dungeon Quest 1.
Right. So then every year they got to change that. That wasn't really thinking. They should just call it Dungeon Quest.
Well, they are high school kids, James.
Right. I guess this is it. They're never doing, we got to change everything to Dungeon Quest 2. Okay.
They haven't gotten into Metro State yet. Metro State College, it sounds like something you see on like one of these TV shows. I'm going to Metro State.
That's right. No son of mine's going to Metro State. You're going to university. You're going to...
Ivy University. What's wrong with you? That's where I went.
You're going to the land of pretentious people in the swamp. That's where you're going.
Yeah, no, but they all have to go to Metro State so the show stays together.
Well, that's right.
Because if they all go to different places, I guess I'll go to Metro State too. So where would you rather go?
I'm going to Genghis Khan, of course.
Well, then I'm going to Dungeon Quest.
Oh, of course you are.
Okay, no, so we are from Denver, Colorado. We're at Genghis Khan 4.
All right, yay! Thank you very much. All right, well,
You know.
yes.
Stop. You know. You stop the show.
Stop.
You
Okay.
know, you have an adventure, a tournament adventure from one of the Genghis Khan conventions. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I know your library better than you do.
You do. Well, because you put stuff in. Furioso.
Remember this?
The Furioso adventure.
Furioso, this scenario is the complete AD&D tournament adventure used at the Denver Gamers Association's convention Genghis Khan 2.
Whoa, this was 2 years ago.
This is 1980. This is 2 years ago. That's
Oh,
right.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. That
I
was
mean, if
good.
you're expecting more about that, that's all I
was
know.
That was impressive that you actually knew that.
I remember that because what happened was the gentleman who wrote that was selling them on eBay or somewhere. Yeah, I guess probably eBay. And I bought one, and it was very nice. His wife said, well, would you like it signed by him? And I felt bad that I said no.
Wow.
Well,
How do you do that? What kind of human being doesn't...
I did feel, in retrospect, I felt a little bad.
I mean, he wrote this, right? It's not like it wasn't like he didn't write it and he wanted to sign it. That would have been awkward. He wrote it, right? He was very proud of it.
No.
Is this the guy that you try to send a check to, or is this a different guy?
That's a different guy.
Okay.
For the adventure?
Yeah.
So there's some other adventure. No, so I said to him, no. But what I would like is would he like to appear on our show?
Oh, right.
And then he said no.
Right. Yeah.
So we both rejected each other.
Okay. Well, you kept it at a purely transactional level.
You have James. You don't understand what's going on here. Don't you understand what's happening? I'm communicating with his wife.
Right.
There's a bunch of these being sold. She's offering to add a signature. She's clearly cleaning out. She's trying to move this stuff out of the house and make a little money.
He's probably in hospice.
Oh, he's going to hospice.
Right.
They're selling all the stuff
Right.
off.
And she's just dumping this stuff.
He's like, where's my Furiosa pack collection?
God.
Gone.
I got rid of those stupid books. Books are ridiculous.
Just sign this.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
I don't think does she really have to sign anything in that case?
Oh, so you're not using your...
No, it's not working. You can take it.
Now I realize that.
You can take it off.
All right,
So this is some of the technical gifts, as long as everyone can hear. So we were trying to listen to our little sound things, and it's not working. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about some information. That was very good. That was a good segue. GROGTALK 2022, GROGTALK 3,
GROGTALK 22.
GROGTALK 22.
That's my favorite.
Okay, GROGTALK 22. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. Because if I put it in the notes here, I copy and paste the notes because I'm lazy, so it'll be GROGTALK 22.
Because as we talked about, people think this is the
22nd
22nd time.
Right, that's perfect. Update. I have a big thing. September 30th through the 2nd. Here's the update. We were supposed to meet with Craig. It didn't work out, so that's okay. We'll meet with him sometime in September.
The night before the convention.
Right. So, September 30th through October 2nd. If you are, we did this last year. It was very popular. Doing it again this year. If you're an Electrum patron or higher, between now and August, you get to go to GrogCon for free.
And you also, as an added bonus, you get to DM the tournament.
That's right. You get to DM the tournament because Dan doesn't want to.
Well, I'm only one person anyway. I mean, you're not. It's not like if I ran the tournament adventure, we wouldn't need more DMs.
Right. Well, we do. So that is a good segue. But anyway, the first part is if you are if you sign up today, if you're already a patron, you up your patronage. You can up your patronage for 3 months. You get your pass, which is worth $45, and then bring it back down. That's fine too.
Can I up it for a day, get my free pass, and then go back down?
No. You have to be a patron now at that level, and then when I buy the passes for you, because they're not free, we have to buy them from Craig. He is truly he's the Crucible overlord, and he wants his money.
Everyone reports to somebody.
Right.
Even the Grog Emperors.
Right, and there is we get no discount, so we pay the full retail price, and so it's actually a little bit of a savings if you do that. But we do this because we want people to come to GrogCon and play old school games. So no, you can't do that. But a good segue is we are doing, I think it's the highlight, the penultimate event. Is that the right
That's
term?
the second to last, penultimate.
Right. Well, the last thing is us leaving.
Oh, what do you mean? Wait.
Well, we do the tournament and then we leave. The ultimate event is for us, we leave.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's our penultimate, and the plan is for Saturday night, I believe.
Right, Saturday night will be our tournament. And last year we had 32 participants.
That is correct.
Someone's
And
hairy chest is rubbing against the mic. Uh-oh.
Well, clearly it's not me.
Yeah. There is some static. Okay, well. Oh, now it's fixed. I don't know.
Well, you did sort of do something down there.
Okay. Gone now. Yeah, something's going on, so we're going to have to bear with this. I apologize, folks.
So 32 players.
32 players.
32 deaths.
Well, it wasn't 32 deaths. It was a lot
31.
of deaths. So, how many deaths we had? We had about 50% kill rate, I think it was.
Oh, and if it had gone on half an hour later, I think it would have been a complete kill rate.
Even Carlos's table?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You were getting pretty close.
Oh, yeah. They were literally being ground up.
Yeah,
Literally.
It was. That's what you said.
Or is it grinded up?
Grounded up?
Grounded?
All right.
Ground up?
Give me those. Give me that thing. I'm going to try to put it in here maybe.
Okay, don't mix them up, you know what I mean?
No,
Make
no,
sure you know which one mine is.
I know yours is. First of all,
I'm trying to protect you.
That's fine. I had children. I had 3 boys. I've been exposed to everything.
Okay.
All right, hopefully that'll go away. So we need, if you want to DM a tournament, I know a lot of people want to play in a tournament.
Or if you don't want to DM and you're just willing to do it.
Yes, that would be nice too. That would be nice as well. So we would love for you, DM me on Discord or send info@grogcon.com, and you could partake in the creation of the tournament adventure.
Yeah, because you got to sell it better. You got to be like, look, we have limited availability for DM. We've gotten a lot of questions.
Right.
About, can I be a DM? How many slots are there? There's very limited availability.
Right.
But so if you want to do it, you need to jump on this.
That's exactly right. This is not something for the faint of heart, but it's an opportunity for you to be part of it. So, is that selling it? I don't think that's selling it well, but
yeah.
we don't want to do it multiple days. Yeah, it's crackling. All right, well, I'll have to fix it in a little bit. Let me check. Hold on. This is why we do this live stream.
Am I supposed to now like tell jokes or something?
No, don't tell jokes.
What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
What's a boomerang? What is it?
A stick.
I turned off the sound laugh track, so this is just like
Nothing.
now you get no. I turned off the laugh track. Let's see. Is that better? Hopefully it's better. They'll let us know. I've disappeared. Okay, moving on. This is why if you want the polished product, that's why you listen to the podcast.
Well, we're doing the show during a hurricane.
Right. There is a hurricane. You barely survived.
Yeah, I floated over here.
Was there even rain on the ground?
It's like where you had to use it, like the intermittent on your windshield.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about every 5 seconds.
It was intermittent? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I think I figured out the troubleshoot. I think it's the sound pad is the problem.
Oh, no, we have no sound effects?
No sound effects.
So it's like that episode.
Right. There's no laugh track, which I think some people would be very happy with.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
I think that's where the crackling
I
was
think
coming
there's a demon in your soundtrack. Soundboard.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Sound is better. Okay, I think I figured out the crackling, which is good because when I do the podcast, I can take care of that. Speaking of podcasts, if I know I was listening to Jason and his RPG Variety podcast. We're curious how many people. I know that a few people have started a podcast because of us. They like, well, these jabronis can do it. Is that okay to say jabroni? I know we were talking about
I don't
things.
know. I don't know.
Okay. If we could do this, anyone could do it.
Knuckleheads.
Right.
Us
Knuckleheads.
knuckleheads. That's okay.
Right. Yeah, knuckleheads. I don't think anyone has an issue with. So obviously, we know that Minion has Confessions of a Wee Timorous Bushy, which is a great podcast on Anchor. Jason and MW Lewis. So if you are a podcaster, let us know, because we want to put a constellation of Grog Empire related podcasts together. Maybe we'll do a forum at GrogCon.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
That would be that. Thank you very much. So, so if you are interested in that, let us know. Send a note to us or go on Discord and DM me. Moving on, if you want to play Grognard's Guild Online, Brian and Josh, David, playing by Discord posts. There's also Meetup, which you graciously continue to fund out of your own pocket. Thank you for that. I play Wednesdays with Tom. He's always, we get a cast of new players. So if you want to play Wednesday evenings, 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, we play weekly. So come on down. All right. Grog Empire update. Do you have an update, Dan, on the Grog Empire map?
I do. So the map will begin to be drawn on Monday, June 6th. So we have an artist.
The day that will live in infamy.
The day, June 6th. That's right. That was.
It's actually December 7th was the day I lived in infamy.
Oh, that's true, but it's D-Day. It's June,
Yes.
or is it June 4th?
Is it June 5th or 6th?
Or is it 4th?
No, it's not. Definitely not.
Oh, I think it is June 6th.
I think it's June 6th.
Wow, that's ominous. Okay, so yes, the map is being...
June 6th.
June 6th.
So you're right. Okay.
So...
My social sciences teacher, Ellen Nussbaum, will be very happy that I remembered it was June 6th.
She will.
I won the Ellis Nussbaum award in 9th grade for social science.
For what? Really?
For social science excellence.
Wow, very impressive.
Thank you.
What
I
happened?
still have the certificate. Would you like me to go get it for you?
What happened? It's such a promising career.
It all went downhill after that.
So the map is starting to be drawn. We have an artist, and we're very excited about it. So we are going to have on the map all of the territories that have been claimed by patrons.
Okay.
And the goal is to have this map completed and published and prepared by Smoldering Dung Games,
Yes.
Rob's outfit, in time for GrogCon.
Absolutely. That is correct.
And then the wars can begin.
Yes. Then it's an annual update as well. So
You can send in information about your region to Rob, and perhaps he will publish it in Flipping and Turning, like they used to do with Greyhawk back in the day,
right.
with updates on the goings on in the Grog Empire.
Right. Exactly.
And by the way, I need for the Gnome Realms, I need someone to I need to import spices. So if is that funny? So if anyone if anyone in their territories has a lot of spices, I'm willing to make a treaty of some sort of trade agreement. So just get that out there.
Well, the free city of Longwood needs gnome slaves, so perhaps we could trade gnome slaves for
I think there's going to be
spices.
I think there's going to be a rebellion against the Empire.
Well, that's why it's a free city with the asterisk, right? We put an asterisk there.
That's what you are. You say it's free.
It's free
It's
for
to trick people.
It's free. Well, it's free for everyone except gnomes. That's the whole point of it.
Okay.
If you go, I wanted to put the frivolous city of Longwoods because then that would attract all the gnomes, and then haha, we got you here.
Okay, or kind of like Iceland or Greenland, one of those two.
Greenland.
Trick.
Right.
Greenland, right?
Yeah,
Come to Greenland.
Yeah, it's
Boo.
It's not very green. Hope Map is Darlene-esque. So we talked about this. We wanted Darlene to do it. That was the original plan. We thought that if we did not get Darlene to do it, we shouldn't try to mimic her style. Right? Is that a fair statement?
I think that's a fair statement. So I don't think it will be. It'll have its own flavor.
Yes.
It will not necessarily be a Darlene-esque.
Yeah, not because we're worried about infringing on intellectual property of Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro, or the spellcasters by the sea, as I like to call them.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the issue. It's just the whole spirit of this is, it's our version of it, but we didn't want to completely rip off. If we're going to get Darlene to do it, we should, if we wanted a map from Darlene, we wanted Darlene to do it, but it wasn't going to happen.
And I think people will be happy.
I think people will be happy. I think based on what we saw, the little initial things, I think it's going to be awesome. It will be, let's see what people think about it. All right, moving on. Keeping this party going. Go-Delicious Travels. He's still in Tampa, correct?
He is. And was I correct in seeing that Menyon, our good friend in Japan, is online?
He is.
Okay, Menyon, I'm very disappointed. Why has Menyon not said send Go-Delicious my
Right.
way? He doesn't want to pay the return shipping?
He has the shots. He's fully vaccinated.
Oh, I think with the shots.
He's fully that with shots too. Exactly.
Okay. So yeah. Go-Delicious travels with booze. So yes, Go-Delicious is fully vaccinated. He's double boosted.
Right.
So he should be able to make it into the country. Because I was thinking to Menyon, then to the Chamberlain in Australia.
Right.
Because they're right next to each other.
As far as we know, they're right next to each other.
That cost shouldn't be very expensive.
No, I assume they have like an international treaty that everything's free goods between them.
I would think so. Do
Right.
you think there's a good chance Menyon has absolutely no idea what we're talking about?
Probably not.
And Menyon has a podcast,
He does.
right? So,
He could bring the goat with him as he does his walks and talks. That would be nice.
that's right.
He could actually, he may not come back. Go-Delicious may not want to come back. He may find Japan delightful and say, I'm not coming back. Are you okay with that?
I want what's best for Go-Delicious.
See, send me Go-Delicious. All right, well.
All right, so just send
Now,
James your address info,
Yeah, info at GrogCon, or you can DM me on Discord.
and then James will get it to
To the Queller.
the Queller, and then so is that a long trip? Tampa Bay to
Tampa Bay to
Japan.
Japan? Nah, I sure it was a couple of days.
We may need to send the Queller some cash.
Yeah. Well,
Venmo.
I assume he's going to want to do it next day. It's a long trip, so.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh boy, that is a lot. Make you need to tell him to put the Queller
First
put
class.
holes in the
Right.
box.
It's live. What did they put in there? Live thing?
Yes.
Live specimens or something?
All right, Go-Delicious off to Japan.
Right, because I am working on the graphic of him bouncing around. Now this has just made my work. He's like Indiana Jones.
Yes.
He's got to travel all the way to Japan.
Yes. Well, so maybe there should be a stop along the way. Well, if you are on the way between Tampa, which way do you go? Do you go? Well, you clearly go across the U.S. to California.
I think you go to the North Pole and go across. That's that way. Isn't that's how it goes? So
if you are on the way,
all right. Well, we will do that. That sounds good. Thank you, sir. Because then he'll travel there. We'll see if the Chamberlain, but he has to get back by September 30th, because he's got to be for the opening ceremonies.
he needs to end up at a location where the person is coming to GrogCon.
And they have to be there before Friday, 8 o'clock, because that's the opening ceremonies.
That's right.
Part of it is he's coming in with the eternal GrogCon flame
Correct.
to light the groggy.
Correct.
That is the opening ceremony.
Here it is.
That's right.
Eternal,
Right
which
there.
I found turned off.
Well, we didn't. Is the Olympic flame on all the time, or when there's no Olympics?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know.
Is it like the Kennedy flame? Right? The Kennedy has the eternal flame, I believe, at Arlington.
Oh, Craig just said, "My good guys, I'm so sorry." That's okay. Oh, see, maybe we should put him on the show now.
We could have that meeting now.
Yeah.
Everyone could participate.
Hold on, no problem. We're on the we're live. You want to come on? No problem.
Our fans should have a say in what happens at the convention. We can gang up on Craig.
Right. Yeah, we want VIP.
Yeah.
Come join us. There we go. This is why people. This is what.
You're pushing your luck, Emperor. What do you think? Putting that poor guy on the spot.
I'm not putting him on the spot. I just told him you're live. Okay, so that would be great. That would make our, and then Menyon will do a nice job of showing, based on some of the things I've seen on his Twitter. They're gonna have a good time.
Maybe he could be on his podcast,
Yes.
a co-host.
Yeah, Australia after you. That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. So speaking of Go Delicious and other things, the next thing we have is that the grog text. Yes, it's the. This is
Grog text.
grog line, grog text. It's if we touch it, it becomes a grog thing. So next is flipping and turning, issue 8. I mean, we have issue 8 out. Well, actually, Rob
We?
has.
Who's
Rob,
we?
Rob has issue. Well, I did write an article for it, so.
Yes.
Issue 8 is out, and it's available to patrons right now. So if you are a patron of any tier, you can get that. I need to do a shameless plug. If you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe on YouTube. Do an iTunes review. We'd love that. Or become a patron. We appreciate all that help because, as you see, the more we do, the more it costs, and we can always use the help. Because if our wives suspect we spend money on this, it could be the end.
Yeah.
Is that a direct threat?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's true. So, all right. With that random thought, if you in a couple of weeks, Flipping and Turning 8 will be available to the rest of the populace. You can go to smolderingdunggames.com. You can also get all the previous copies, and you can also get Brian Larch's excellent Kickstarter. Do a quick shout out to that, please. Thank you. Which we have our copy, and it has a number of adventures. So, The Edge of Wilderland, if I remember correctly.
You are correct. On the edge of Wonderland.
That's right.
By Smoldering Dung Games, and their games don't stink.
Ah, Craig is, there you go. Craig is online. Oh, the flight to Tokyo. So, howdy, Craig. Let's see, Craig's online.
Oh, we already have people looking up flights.
Yeah. So, anyway, so yeah, we will need to have Craig on. I'm sure he doesn't need to come on today, but so Craig, text if you want, put a couple of messages on there, letting people know anything exciting you want to mention, and then we'll get together, and we'd love to have you on the show to promote Crucible 10 and GrogCon. All right, with that, I think we're ready for the best of 1982. We get to flip the calendar for June.
Correct. So June 1982.
We got to pick the dragon.
Yes, we have the Days of Dragon calendar from 1982, which we are going month by month, and so it is now June, and we get to see what dragon it is. And this is the part of the show where we like to guess what color, what type of dragon it will be.
And also assuming that we haven't cheated before, which we wouldn't. That would be
I wouldn't, because I'm not here. So, but do you think people think I have like the room next door? Like I stay.
That's right. You're here all the time with it.
So we spend 2 weeks getting ready for the show. I think we've had a green dragon, which is very cool. I remember that.
Black.
We have black.
Right. Brass, obviously, this last one.
So what are you going to guess?
I'm going to say June is summer. Summer sounds like lightning. I'm going to go with a blue dragon.
Oh, I was going to go with a blue dragon. Can I say that too?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I was going to go with the blue dragon, but I wasn't connecting it with lightning. You had a thought to it. So I'm going to go with the blue dragon, and so feel free on the chat to guess what type of dragon it is.
All right, 5,
Oh, see,
4, 3, 2, 1, and we reveal the great reveal. It is
Is it a red or is it pink? Or is it a chartreuse?
It's a ruby dragon.
Is it a ruby dragon?
That's what
it
says.
is.
It says a Sardior ruby dragon.
Sardior. Sardior. Can you look that? What is that? Is
It's
that
like a Christian Dior. It's like, what are you wearing today? You're wearing a Sardior ruby dragon.
Can you Google that? How easy is it for you to Google that? Or you have to do it on your phone?
I can Google that. Oh,
And-
put cloud.
Yeah, there's a cloud castle.
The production goblin moved out, so yes, Dan could move in. I just cleaned that room out, so you're all set, Dan. You can just.
Well, it probably make my wife happy.
So that's.
Well, you want to talk about it, Dan? No, I
Sorry,
don't.
no. How do you spell that? Sardior.
Sardior.
Ruby dragon. I've never heard of this.
By Jack Crane.
Well, I'm just putting it. Sardior. Sardior was said to be a unique ruby dragon.
Really?
Yeah.
And was it after this was drawn or before? Okay, that's very
And
interesting.
he's prince of the neutral dragons.
Oh,
He's a lesser deity.
wait. So when did this happen? Because this is 1982.
Right.
That's very interesting.
I'm not sure how it came up,
Okay,
but that's
well, I guess we don't have time to research that
they're,
now.
they're part of the various gem dragons. So there's
Oh.
Anithalysisos, that sounds very Greek, the amethyst dragon, Hordel, the crystal dragon, Smagard, the emerald dragon, Carsima, the sapphire dragon, and Tithonus, the topaz dragon.
I feel like there was gem dragons in a dragon magazine, but I could be wrong. I thought maybe they appeared in a dragon. They're not in Monster Mania 2, are they?
No, I don't think so.
I think they may have been in. I think they may have been in a dragon magazine.
They were. There were all the gem dragons were in there.
Oh, so this was okay. So well, I mean, when you're running out of dragons, I guess Jack Crane probably got to pick pretty much down at the bottom, and all the green was taken, red, black was taken.
Right, the gem dragons. So this is the problem. Gem dragons in Dragon. I wonder how Google's going to do with
Dragon
that.
magazine, that's
Yeah.
a rough one.
Let's see. 72 maybe.
Oh,
Maybe an Dragon 72. I do have Dragon 72. So, but I'm not going to look it up.
okay,
All right, very good.
all right.
So there you go.
And-
A total wild card.
And would you like to read? Would you like me to read what happened on June 6th?
Yes, the day besides D-Day.
Besides D-Day. Yeah, that's not mentioned here.
Wow, blasphemy.
On this day, the 6th day of the 6th month, Damien was born at 6 a.m. in what movie?
Oh, okay. I was going to say. I was like, are you making this up? Because this is amazing that you're doing this.
No, that's what it says.
The Omen.
That is correct.
Ooh, yes. I
You're
would do a
correct.
golf clap, but you can't hear it.
You are correct. Okay. Okay, that was good. And what was the #1 song, June 6th, 1982?
Was it what was the same one from 2 weeks ago?
Maybe. Yes, it was.
Ebony and Ivory.
That is correct.
Yes, I'm pressing the button even though it doesn't do anything. So there you go.
And what is the #1 movie? And it is released this weekend.
Conan the Barbarian.
No.
Not Porky's. We know that's not.
No. It's a sci-fi movie.
Aliens.
No. It's a sequel.
Well, Aliens was a sequel.
Well, it's a sequel that's
sci-fi.
not Aliens.
Okay, that's very good. Let's see.
That wasn't the only sequel ever made.
A sequel, a sci-fi movie. 1982.
I'll give you on a hint.
Yes.
Get a Life.
Get Alive. Well, it wasn't Star Wars, thank Vic, because this was 82. So 83 is when Return of the Jedi came out, and that was the third one. Get Alive. What?
Who said Get a Life?
I don't remember.
Star Trek 2.
Oh, Star Trek 2.
The Wrath.
That is a very good quote. That was a good.
Khan.
That was a good hint.
Thank you. The Wrath.
And actually a good movie.
the Wrath
Did
of
you
Khan.
see Wrath of Khan?
Yes, Khan. Yeah,
Okay.
Khan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because we
Yes.
we now have to ask every movie because you mentioned last time that the only movie you actually saw was Porky's. 97
I was sitting
times.
right behind you and your mom.
That's right.
You guys shut up. This movie's terrible.
My mother enjoyed the movie. That's the more disturbing part. She thought it was funny.
That is. You want to see it again?
Yeah, not with
Will you
me.
tell your mom to cop seeing Porky's?
That's right.
Okay. Yes.
That's why Kim Cattrall is a vision that's not healthy for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, moving on from that terrible past. My pain is everyone's entertainment. All right, we now are ready for Random Encounter.
And this is the segment of the show where we randomly roll a monster, discuss it, and then have that monster fight the champ from the last episode. And the current champ is a storm giant by the name
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels on the lam.
Right.
Which is surprising that you know something serious is after you. When you're a storm giant, you're on the run.
Right.
Because Stormy Daniels got in trouble for killing the...
The policeman.
Oh, yeah. It all
Not
started with that
Not
pesky.
Quintus Pendra. He murdered... She? Do we say it's a she?
It is a she.
She murdered the pesky, whatever, for trying to steal something from her. Then the police, the lawful neutral Modrons came. Quintus Modron dispatched a pentadrone to get a report because you couldn't fill it out online.
Just investigating. Oh, no, I think they're actually... There may have been a warrant for the arrest of. I don't know. Was it? I don't know.
There was no investigation. There's just wow. This is typical. Just presumed guilty. Apparently, the laws don't not innocent until proven guilty. So, the Pentadrome came, was dispatched by the Storm Giant, and now all points bulletin for Stormy Daniels.
Now, you said, okay, so you said that the continuation of this is that they are after him.
Right, her.
But here's my question. Should she, on this episode, first try to find a hideout? You know, like encounter something in a lair.
Right.
And hide out there.
Right. So it should be, so we're looking for something that...
Well, it could be just random, whatever it is, right? Right? Because don't you think she's got to hide, right?
Yeah, she can't stay in her cloud city because the whole weight of Nirvana is going to come down eventually.
So how does that sound? Does that sound okay?
I like that.
Okay,
I like that. That's a good audible.
Okay, all right. So we are now rolling the Dorso die.
That's right.
To see if
it's the Angry Monk die based on the Dorso rule.
That's true. That's right. It's the Angry Monk Dorso rule die.
Yes.
Correct. Which will decide whether or not it is the Fiend Folio or the Monster Manual 2 that we are selecting from.
Monster Manual 2.
Well, that makes sense.
That's right. It's your favorite book.
Well, and that's where those ridiculous creatures are
They're not
from.
ridiculous. They're your people. We've gone over this. Don't stop disparaging your own people.
The problem I have with stuff like that is that it almost seems to make it canon. I mean, is that canon?
It is, of course.
It should. Yeah, it is Gary.
If using the Dorso rule.
No, I'm okay.
The 1+2 hit die Swan canon.
Oh, I can't wait for that. No,
well, the Swan won. Who are we fighting this time?
Well, okay. So the entry for Squirrel. If you look at the entry for Squirrel,
yes,
it actually says that it includes things like. Hang on. Now I got to look it up.
It's in Monster Manual. It's in the
You're
same
right.
book.
If you look it up, it's not just Squirrel.
Oh.
It's also
Welcome to
stats.
GROGTALK. This is what we do. We segue.
It's also stats for a lot of other stuff.
Okay, so we're using the same stats. I got you.
Ordinary. Yeah, I could have sworn. Where's ordinary Squirrel? Oh, I could have sworn that for ordinary Squirrel. Well, all right, we'll talk about it when we get there. I'm pretty sure that it was other stuff too. But all right, we digress.
Yes.
We are now rolling for the random monster in Monster Manual 2. So I need you, James, to roll a D10.
10,
please.
I think?
Yes.
This is the and so we're gonna automatically go for lair or not automatically? I guess 4.
Well, whatever this creature is, it's in its lair.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No matter what, the percentage lair we're gonna say.
Yeah,
no.
don't you think?
Yes.
Yes, because we're going to a lair. What did you roll?
4.
Okay, so you're going into a dungeon.
Okay.
You're kind of tall.
Yeah, I'm tall. It's a big dungeon.
You're like crawling through.
It's a big dungeon. Ooh, level 9.
Oh my!
That's
Are
good.
you serious? Okay.
Clash of Titans, a movie you haven't seen. That's going to be the running joke.
Oh my! Level 9. Oh, so you're going. Well, that makes sense. You're going deep.
Right.
You're really gonna hide away.
Right.
Okay, I now need you to roll.
The D12 and the D8.
Correct.
8.
A minor titan.
Wow, that is very interesting.
Wow.
That makes kind of this is Clash of the Titans.
So I didn't even know there was a minor.
Where is that in?
I don't know. Monster Manual 1. All right.
Okay, now we got to go to. Boy, you know, if we had PDFs, this would be so much easier.
Stop pawing through those books. Okay. Titan. I didn't know that there was a major and minor. I guess I'm going to learn about that.
Yeah.
So Titan is on page 94 of the Monster Manual. Don't look.
Not looking.
Frequency.
Very rare.
You are correct, sir. Number appearing.
1 to 3?
1 to 2.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Like on a date. Armor class. Oh, there's ranges here. Oh, I see. Okay.
1 to -1 or something.
Very good. Close. 2 to -3.
Oh.
Oh, the movement. Oh, my.
24.
21 or 15 inches. At least that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, because they're big. They should move fast. They should move far.
Oh, my. Hit dice.
Was it like 24 hit dice?
Close. 17 to 22.
Okay.
Now, this is unusual because they're only in their lair 10% of the time. So we've, I mean, it wouldn't be much of a random encounter to roll if he's in his lair, and it's like, oh, he's not, and so then it just ends with the Storm Giant sitting down.
Well, that's what's first edition. Here we go. You find the secret lair, and there's nothing in there.
Right.
Okay.
That would be kind of boring. I'll tell you, one attack, and the damage, I'll just go ahead and tell you.
7 to 42.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was going to steal your thunder. You're right. 7 to 42 and...
Plus something?
Oh, and it's a slash, so I guess... this obviously is minor or major or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
8 to 48.
Oh, okay.
They are... Oh, they have a lot of magic resistance.
Yes.
Do you know what it is?
50%.
60%. They are genius to super genius.
Super genius.
What I like about it is, it's not actually super genius. It's
Supra.
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 I'm a super genius.
That's right.
Right?
Supra.
They are, alignment.
They're either neutral good or chaotic good.
They are chaotic good, so they're nice. What is our storm giants alignment?
Chaotic good. They're going to fight to the death. Yeah, they're chaotic good.
Oh, because the Titan is not going to harbor a criminal.
Right.
He might be chaotic good, but it's like, no,
Well-
I'm sorry. Well, wait, but he's not lawful. Oh,
Right.
but he's a murderer.
Yeah. It's hard. This is a conundrum. Maybe that should be the encounter where they debate each
Yeah,
other.
legal issues. Two chaotic good people debate whether or not he should harbor them, and it's like, well, you're chaotic, not lawful. Yeah, but I'm good.
Right.
Murder's evil. But I didn't have a trial.
That sounds amazing.
They don't have jurisdiction over me. Who are these guys? I never saw this thing. What is this thing?
Yeah, we both don't like Nirvana. They're weird polyhedron things.
Yeah, why should you be called the Nirvana? They have no jurisdiction over me. Okay. Titans normally dwell on a plane somewhere above the material, but occasionally they will visit the latter plane for various periods of time. So wait, so we're not on the material plane. The layer is not going to be, what says normally dwell? Oh, sorry, keep reading. Those dwelling on the prime material plane for an extended period will acquire treasure as indicated above. So do you think you need like a visa or something to stay that long? Because they're staying a long time. They're not supposed to stay in the prime material plane very long. Okay, so he's been dwelling for whatever reason.
Theo's dwelling in the prime material for extended period. Well, he got a visa, yeah.
Okay. To determine the armor class and hit dice of any given Titan, simply roll a 6-sided die. Would you like to do that now, sir, while we're there?
Well, I thought we knew it's a lesser Titan.
Oh, I guess you're right. We need to keep reading to see if that tells us what to do.
Right.
Titans can become invisible at will. They can also levitate and or become ethereal twice per day. All Titans are able to employ both magic user and clerical spells of 4th, 5th, 6th, or even 7th level. To determine how many levels of spell use in each category a given Titan possesses, simply roll a 4-sided die. I like how he says simply. Right, in like an official book.
Yeah,
simply. Simply roll a 4-sided die and add the result to 3, divide by 7, add 4,
That's right.
carry the 1, and round up. Okay? Oh boy. For each level of spell use, the Titan can use 2 spells of each category, so the minimum number of magic spells possible for any Titan is 8. I know I'm droning on. And the same applies to clerical spells. 2 of first level, 2, okay, blah, 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 blah. But then I missed something, and it's like a big deal, like the Lich has spells. The protection from evil spell of Titans is of twice the normal strength, blah, blah, blah. All Titans possess 8 or more, oh God, oh no. All Titans possess 8 or more psionic abilities of the type possible for clerics. Yeah. Roll 2, 6, okay, so then they have psionic strength. In addition to their own language, Titans are able to speak the 6 dialects of the races of giants. Oh, so they can speak to each other.
Wait, it gets better. Keep reading.
All Titans are also conversant in the common tongue as well as that of chaotic good. Because of their particular predisposition, Titans deal with storm giants on highly amicable terms. Oh my God, he's harboring them. So it should be the Titan and this guy.
Right.
Oh, we got to do a reaction roll, and it's got to be like heavily modified. These guys are going to fight the
Mordrans.
They're not fighting each other.
Right, exactly.
Of course he went to this guy.
Right.
This makes total sense.
The dice don't lie.
The dice don't lie. I love this. It is 20% probable that a storm giant will be with any single Titan encountered. Titans appear very much as humans do, but they are all very muscular, handsome, and wear no facial hair. Well, we're out.
Well, that's it.
Because of one of the 3.
Right.
We have facial hair.
That's right. That's what.
Their dress, and you have a lot of chest hair. Their dress and armor appear Grecian.
Well,
Grecian farmland.
This is also Grecian, and look what it gets you. Not much.
That's right.
All right, so that I agree with you. See, the dice don't lie. Isn't this interesting? Of all the random things we picked, the dice rolled, they picked the Titan.
He's going to his friend the Titan.
For going his friend the Titan.
So what are
This is
Titans?
why you watch GROGTALK.
So what
Click
are
and subscribe.
So what do Titans do? So Titans are like, why are they
They're
coming to
super
Prime
giants. I don't know.
And they're good and they're super and they'll come for
That's it.
why?
It doesn't say. They're probably sent by lesser deities.
So if there's like a big war or something, maybe.
Yeah, they come
Sent
and help.
Titan.
Right. That's why it was interesting in the Giant series, G1 through G3. There was a captured Titan. The evil fire giants captured one, which seems to be pretty impossible.
Oh.
But they did.
Wow. So do you think a Greek god would have to call him?
Well, I think that's the implication because
Right.
again, my limited understanding of Greek mythology, right? The gods came after defeating the Titans, if I remember correctly. The Titans were their progenitors.
Yes.
That's my understanding.
Okay, so
Someone is probably screaming at their screen when they're hearing our lack of knowledge about Greek mythology.
So do we need to? I know it's hard to believe. Well,
We need to do a reaction roll.
It's hard to believe you won an award.
Well, that's not social. That's
No,
mythology.
it's not. So yes, we need to do a roll. Yes,
Right.
reaction. But it's got to be like, well. So what would you do for this? Wait,
I would say it's high, he has 18 charisma, the giant,
You think so? I was going to roll for it. Why do you say that?
because he's highly amicable. Amicable.
Oh, so I see what you're saying. You're not
They-
saying I have an 18.
No, they just sit as in. Let's roll. Let's see
Oh,
what happens.
wait, can I roll my charisma? Because maybe I'm also very charismatic.
The Titan or the
Storm Giant.
Okay, yeah.
Stormy Daniels.
Well, she's also female, so
Oh,
maybe.
well, Stormy Daniels is pretty charismatic.
Yeah,
Right? She's a character.
she is a character.
7, 13.
Oh, so
I'd say
that's
Stormy Daniels is about a 13. wouldn't
above
you say?
average, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm a 13, but I don't get any additions, do I?
You may get a little bit.
On the reaction roll?
It's hard to say. 13, because charisma is one of those. If it's not really important, it's. I know you don't call it a dump stat, but
No, I don't call it a dump stat. It's one of the most important.
13.
How else
You
am I-
get plus 5%.
Oh, nice. That's one of the unusual additions for
Page
something
13.
that low. Well, I was going to reactions.
Oh.
Is that page 102, the reaction?
I think
Chart?
it's in the 60s or 70s, if I remember correctly.
I thought that's listening at a door.
Well, you would know. If
I
it's
know.
anything about doors, as we said, that is yours. We're flipping and turning, by the way. That's what we do here.
You know, sir. Oh, it's probably, sorry. Oh, 102, sorry, not 102.
63 to be exact.
You are
Counteraction.
awesome. You are correct, sir. I shouldn't have doubted you.
Well, you're just being gracious because one of us doesn't know the.
I don't, well, I don't know the rules. Okay, so, all right, so we are ready to roll.
Yes.
Who plays the Storm Giant?
You always play the new person.
So you are rolling.
Right.
This is your reaction. You are now, so you've burst in
Right.
on this Titan, and you're all.
I haven't burst in. I like the idea. I've seeked, and now I'm explaining my story. And you're gonna have to actually, you should roll the reaction because you're reacting.
Oh,
to,
you're right.
You're reacting to the fact that while we're good friends, I'm a murderer.
That's true. Okay, so here it goes. So all it is a plus.
Plus 5, since even though highly amicable, I would think it would be more than that. But
Oh,
okay.
no. The plus 5 was simply because of my natural.
Right, charisma.
So now, if you want to do, what would the 18 be? It should be
30.
So it's plus 35.
Right, 35.
It's plus 30 for the highly amicable, and plus 5 because I'm so charismatic.
Yes.
Okay, so it's plus 35. Here we
Right.
go.
64 is 99. Enthusiastically friendly, immediate acceptance.
Wow. Okay.
So next time we're gonna have to have an epic battle between the Mordrons and.
Oh, I thought we were doing that now. We don't have time. We need to move on.
This will take 2 hours.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's it.
I
All right.
mean,
You're right.
Because we
That's the
have
encounter. You're right. We had an encounter.
we had an encounter. It was random.
Okay.
Because if now the next time will not the only random encounter is what army of Modrons are coming to attack him.
Okay. So now I'm going to roll the angry dice to see if that segment of random encounters suck.
Yes.
Yes with an exclamation point.
Okay, so Stormy Daniels, the Stormy is
Is being
fled to a minor Titan. What's the name of the Titan? Is this Thelma and Louise? Is it a female? Is it a female
yes,
Titan?
it is a female. Oh, okay. Is it a female Titan? No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So it's not Thelma and
Okay.
Louise. It's Bonnie and Clyde.
okay. There you go.
So it's Stormy and so he's Clyde.
Stormy and Clyde.
Minor Titan Clyde, and they will face, I have to keep notes, the horde of attorneys from Mordrun.
So he's now violating the law. He is. The Titan is violating the law.
Harbinging a fugitive.
Yes.
Well, they both violate. Wait a minute. That doesn't excuse her murder. She's a murderer still. He's just
No, I know. I'm saying he's also in trouble.
right by accepting.
Correct.
Maybe they had a fling at one point.
Did they have a fling at one point?
No, they're just friends. They were friends from Storm College.
Is the Titan interested in Storm?
Oh,
Yes.
yes. That's now it all makes sense.
It's all coming together.
That's the story.
Well, is it reciprocated?
Yeah. No, no, but
She'll do what she needs to stay away from the law.
either that or Clyde of the Titans.
This is wrong.
Or maybe she's just not interested. Maybe she's not interested in cross-species Titan. That's not. She's down with only storm giants.
Okay.
She's not leaving the tribe. All right. Well, there you go, folks. This is how you make it count. This is an adventure right here.
It's better than the Greyhawk X-Crawl.
I wish I could press laughter, but well, this could be an adventure where the Modrons hire contractors to hire the adventure party, a high-level adventure party.
Well, because I mean, this is not easy.
They would hire lawful evil people.
Well, they'll hire who Pete shows up. They put out a call. Yes. So the reward is out. So these monsters, the reward is out. Whoever the monsters are going to try to take these two in.
They're bounty hunters.
So it'll be like an orc. You're coming in.
I have a warrant.
These two are never going to get. These two are going to make it all the way to GROGTALK.
Yes. Well, we said they retire after 5 times.
Oh, they're just going to be smushing the next 5. Yeah, and then they go free. Basically, if you beat 5 bounty hunters,
right,
you're free. That's the law. You're free, don't you think?
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yes.
We'd have to ask Nirvana. Is there a corollary?
I'm going to roll. If you beat 5 bounty hunters, are you free?
No
explanation point.
Absolutely not. The law is the law. What do you mean? This is terrible. What kind of laws are you making? No. Regardless, we're going to say no.
We don't follow that adventure anymore.
Jurisdiction. If they leave the prime material plane, then they escape.
Okay.
The Mordrons only have jurisdiction in the prime material plane.
Right.
They're trying to enforce the law.
Right.
Here.
They don't have an extradition treaty.
Right.
Okay.
That's what it is. So I don't know how long that's we're gonna keep.
Well, probably we'll do 5.
We'll do it until we get bored.
Or 5.
Or 5.
Okay.
All right. Excellent. Good job. Avenatti should be his name. Clyde Avenatti. His name is Clyde Avenatti. That's what we'll call him. Clyde Avenatti.
Oh, is that the lawyer?
Yeah, that was the lawyer.
For Stormy Daniels? Yes.
Clyde Avenatti. I want to press laugh so hard. That's great. All right.
That is good.
So with that, now we're moving to our next segment, Fight Familiar, also known as When Animals Attack.
Magic users.
There you go.
Okay, so this is the segment of the show where we randomly roll a first-level magic user very quickly. And that he or she encounters an ordinary animal.
Yes.
And they fight.
Right. Now, you were alluding to that there were... What was the animal we were going to use? Let's figure that out.
Squirrel. I thought squirrel maybe.
But squirrel did not have it. We did squirrel.
Oh, we did squirrel?
We've done cat. We did...
Swan.
Falcon.
And swan.
Okay, we haven't done squirrel, so we're doing squirrel.
No, I don't think we've done squirrel.
Yes.
So...
I'm sorry, you are correct.
Okay.
Better be writing these down. 102. 101 was Falcon.
Yes.
Falcon the first time. Then we did... Oh, no, first time. What was first? Oh, cat was the first time.
Cat was the first time.
Yeah, cat was the first time.
Oh, I'm looking also forward to the skunk. The skunk will be good too, don't you think?
Oh, skunk will be good. Skunk will be amazing.
Okay, well, a squirrel is not, it shouldn't be too difficult either. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to roll up a magic user. And we'll randomly roll the spell. So I'm going to randomly roll strength, intelligence, wisdom. What's next, Dex? Con?
Yeah.
Charisma.
Still.
Okay.
You
so
do that.
Here we go. Strength is a 1. Oh, 13 for strength.
Pretty good. The other guy had a big strength, remember?
I do. He's very muscular. Uh-oh. 2 and a 2. Uh-oh. I'm at 4 on intelligence, James. I need a 5, or he's a hopeless character.
Well, you can arrange them, right? This is 4d6. You can arrange them.
I'm going to have to, because that's an 8. Oh, you're right. We'll just arrange it. So I've got a 13 and an 8.
Yeah.
I have
You can roll multiple dice. That would make it go a little bit
I have a
faster.
14. You're right. I didn't think about that. But then I have to balance that against the time of finding all these dice.
So he's going to fight a squirrel this time. Oh,
And now the dice are falling. Okay, there's a pink die, that 6-sided die down there somewhere, James.
folks, you can't
that
pay.
I've lost.
You should pay.
Eh,
If you're not a
heck
patron,
is
you're
this?
not helping paying for this great entertainment.
It's literally gone.
All right, we'll pick up another. Here's 6.
All right.
Here's
See,
Here's
if you
6 dice.
just let me do it the way I was doing it,
3 hours later.
it would have been fine. But you had
Here's
to
3
mess-
dice right here.
You had to mess with my system. Well, I know, and then I have to re-roll the 4th thing.
Now they are thinking you're going to live here because
I have an 8. You can't find it, can you?
no, it's
Okay,
you stole. Well, you.
a 12.
They were your dice to begin with, so.
Okay, so we have a 14 intelligence.
Okay.
We have a 14 dex.
Ooh.
We have a 13 wisdom. We have a 12 con. We have an 8 strength and an 8 charisma. Okay? Would you like to roll a d4 for the hit points?
Oh yes.
That's the most important thing, isn't it?
1.
1 hit point,
That's the magic users I'm used to.
and the dex is 8. Now, that's not a penalty, I don't think, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think maybe 7.
I think 7's a deck.
Okay.
So, all right. This is 8. Nope, it's perfectly. You have to have a 6. If you have a 6, you.
Okay.
And by the way, if he had less than a 6, he couldn't be a magic user. Minimum dex is 6 for a magic user.
I did not know that. That's that's
Just looked it up.
Okay. So now, oh well, wait, that makes sense because if you're a 5 dex, you got to be something else.
Right.
It's like 6 or higher for a lot of different ones, right? For everything.
Right. Yeah.
Because, okay. So would you like to roll for with a spell?
Oh, the spell.
He or she has memorized today.
That's right. We don't know if the gender. Do you have your random name generator?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So
So
5.
Out of 30, 5 out of 30. Dancing lights.
Oh, it could be worse.
That's a squirrel, so that might work. Okay, so now we're going to randomly roll
We'll need the weapon.
Oh, the weapon, you're right. So we
Staff,
need the D3.
dagger, or darts.
Sounds good.
I believe staff. I believe it's a staff.
Okay, so you rolled a 1.
If we want
On a
the order,
D6.
I think it's dart.
Oh, well, I guess we do want the order, because otherwise
Dagger.
we're cheating. Okay. I'm getting there. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
This will be fun.
I'm pawing through the...
Are you flipping and turning?
Here it is.
There it is.
I'm pawing.
Dagger.
It's a dagger.
Okay, dagger.
Okay, so you have dancing lights.
That's
a lot
right.
of D's. You have a dagger.
Yes.
1 hit point. Now
AC 10.
AC 10.
Now we need his name. Hurry.
And you know what, of course, we
Is it a we got to roll.
you got male or female? Is it a male?
Is it a male? Yes.
Yes, an exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
See, he says that because he's got an 8 strength. He's all
Right.
sensitive
He's
about
very,
it.
He's very,
Yes!
yes.
Are you a man? Yes!
Yes. Rude.
Okay, so now I need you to randomly roll.
As opposed to.
Exactly. 4. Okay, so this is a D20. I need 4 times. These are 4 letters. Now, this part of the show,
17.
There's a V.
11.
There is an N.
7.
There is a J.
And 7.
2 J's.
So this
Now
is,
2.
This
Now
is go ahead. Now what?
D6. 2 D6s because we need
3.
an I
I.
and
5.
a U. So the letters are V, N, J, J, I, U.
This is like wordly for us. Grogly. You have to take these letters and you
Yes.
have to make a word and make the name out of it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, right. So you've got to unscramble. So
This is the part of the show where we pause and we come up with a name.
This is compelling podcasting.
Mine is Ginjuve.
I had judgment.
I had Ginjuve.
Ginjuve. I have judgment.
Jujvin.
All right. We'll give it a minute
And
for
no
anyone
one else is playing because they think this is the stupidest thing ever. But I like it.
All right. Do you like Jane? All right. So we'll say.
Well,
We'll give it a minute.
We'll give it a second. All right.
Roll-
So what else we need?
Roll for the color. An 8-sided, please.
Color.
Yes. Well, it is
7.
He is the red. So it is somebody the red.
Someone the red.
There's a man. Okay. I now need you to roll a d6. So it's a d3. Tell me what you did on d3.
2.
2. Okay. Neutral. Another one. D6.
1.
Neutral. Good.
Ah.
I now need you. So roll the angry monk dice for married.
Yes.
Oh, an exclamation point. He's a man who's married.
Spark. No, you can't. You gave up sparkles. No, you can't change the name. You have to use the 6 letters.
Yes. No, I'm sorry, angry monk. No, you must use V.
VNJJIU. No, that's not our license plate. That is his name. You have to come. From now, I'm just going to say that's his name. VNJJIU. All right, keep going.
Oh, look at this. That's good. He's
JJ
fat.
Vian.
JJ Vian.
Ah,
JJ.
I like that.
I'm JJ. I'm a man.
JJ Yun. Good night. Have a great day wherever you are. Yes, sir. Thank you.
JJ Fuin, the red. JJ Fuin, the red.
Good.
Gee, it's surprising that this is. I'm surprised that this is when Benny is going to bed.
Right. Sleep time.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. How many? I live at home. Angry monk dice, please.
How many things?
Yes.
Of course he lives at home.
How many children? Is there any children? Roll angry monk dice for children.
No, but
Oh, illegitimate children. Roll a d4 for how many illegitimate children.
3.
He is a man.
I'm a man, baby.
Why do you keep having kids without me? I'm a man. You live at home. Oh,
This guy's incredible. Maybe she
he's your
contracted.
hero.
That's right. He's amazing.
You want to be this character?
JJ Bune.
That's his vanity plate. I'm JJ, baby. Who does that guy think he is? I'm JJ. He's JJ the Red.
He's JJ the Red, baby.
All right.
Everyone knows me. Here he comes. Are you JJ? Yes, I am.
JJ the Red. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm JJ the Blue.
Oh, no.
Oh no. All right, JJ the Red.
His life. Why? This is the problem with these backstories. His life is more interesting before he went adventuring.
Is, and
that's why first edition is so much better. You don't have any backstory.
And you know what's happening, don't you? This writes itself.
Yeah.
He's climbing up a tree to go into some woman's window.
Right.
Right? Because he's JJ the Red. He's like
Right.
snuck out.
Well, what he does is he usually casts dancing lights to let the woman know.
Oh, he's there.
That's right.
So he's down there.
That's right.
He's getting ready to cast light. He's
And
going to
that
climb on the tree.
disturbed the squirrel to attack.
Right, who believes now like the nest is being attacked.
Right, exactly.
All right, that's what's happening.
That's
All
exactly
right.
what's happening.
So, all right. So,
we
who
gotta-
do you... All right, so...
It's not that one.
So we got the squirrel
Yes.
and
Well,
JJ the Red.
You're JJ. I'm the squirrel.
That's right, baby.
You are.
I am JJ.
Oh, I need my porn music. All right, page 114 of Monster Manual.
So, just to let you know, I have an AC of 8. My AC is 2 better than yours.
Yes.
Because I'm fast.
Right.
Well, no, you're the squirrel. I'm JJ.
Right.
It's surprising that JJ... Well, no, JJ's AC...
It's 10 still.
So what is JJ's... What was JJ's dex?
14, I think you said.
Yeah. That's right. See?
What's your
I might not be
constitution,
strong.
though?
12. Not bad.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Not Aphrodite Paladin level, but cleric.
But I'm a charisma of 8. That must be my personality. I'm good looking.
No, charisma is personality.
Well, meaning my personality is low, but I'm a little good
No,
looking.
you're a wizard. I mean, that...
Oh, that's true.
You live in a podunk town with your mom, but you have skills. Actually, you're so pathetic. That's typically I've found is women are very attracted to the most pathetic. And the
Well-
most bad. He's a bad boy.
Well, I was gonna say, or it could. I'm neutral good.
Maybe he's a good boy.
Or it could be that I'm
Or
just.
he's the only one available.
Well, see, that's what I like. That like this goes to no. You've raised a very important point, James.
Okay.
We always adventurers of any sort are exceptional.
Right.
And so he is exceptional. You're right. He's probably for this podunk town.
Right.
But like that's a really big deal. He's a wizard,
Right.
and he does the
He
dancing
can
lights.
dance lights.
That's pretty amazing. People go running and they're scared. Mm-hmm. People running because they're scared.
Right.
All right. So all right.
I'm the squirrel, page 114.
So he might be pushing his luck.
I have 1 hit point. So it's fair from that perspective.
So you actually have a better. Are you favored in this?
Of course.
So like, what are you like a 4 to 5 favorite or something?
Something like that.
Are people gonna bet? We got
Squirrel punch for the win.
Okay, so all right. So we've got one person for the squirrel.
By the way, if you are successful in defeating the ordinary squirrel, how much experience points is JJ going to get?
It is a level. Actually, is it say 0?
You get 0.
But I'm a squirrel killer. I'm JJ the squirrel
But you
killer.
could die from him, but you can't get experience points.
Does he have a treasure type? Do I get nuts? Treasure type.
No. Unless only the giant black ones have some.
Yeah.
So you
and
get
that-
none.
Okay. All right, this is really bad.
What my point is, you could die from the squirrel, but yet you can't gain any experience points. How pathetic is that?
That's pretty pathetic. All right, so I'm climbing. Wait, so all right, so am I climbing up this tree?
You're trying to. I think so. I think you're about to climb the tree to do the dancing lights to get to your paramour.
Do I need a dex check?
No, you just climb a tree. I mean, you're
Okay.
you're JJ the Red. You do this is your
All right.
MO.
All right, so we got to roll for surprise now.
Yes, we have to roll for surprise. Well, I think the squirrel can't be surprised
You mean because wait?
because
did
you're
I
climbing up his tree.
I haven't cast dancing lights yet, have
No,
I?
yeah, I don't think so.
I know. Okay. All right. So I'm climbing up his tree.
Right. So you should roll to see if you get surprised.
Boo. Okay.
All right. No one's surprised.
No. All right.
All right. So now it's initiative.
Okay.
The
Declare action.
You are climbing and you see the squirrel nest, and it's very apparent that this squirrel
Is agitated.
is the squirrel gray or red? I guess is the squirrel red? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the red squirrel versus the red.
Oh.
Battle of the Reds.
So there can be only one.
Right. there
That's
can
what
be
it is. Only one red.
Well, and,
I hear you've been using my name, wizard.
and their layers are always in hollows of trees 20 feet or more above the ground. So you've gone up 20 feet.
And I stuck my head in there.
And what will be terrible is if you get
Oh.
bitten, you get unconscious and you fall to your death. That's going to be a
Oh, do you think he's waiting for me to like my groin area? Like I'm climbing up.
going for the nuts? Go for the twigs and nuts.
It was just a misunderstanding.
Get him in the biscuit.
So it was just a mistake. All right. Okay, so I'm climbing up. Wait, okay, I gotta check out this dancing light
Right.
spell. If this
Page
can do anything.
65.
So are you in
of
your
the player's
hollow?
handbook. Yes, I'm in my 20 feet above the ground.
Okay. When dancing light spell is cast, the magic user creates at his or her option from 1 to 4 lights, torches or lanterns. Oh, so this is like you think there's someone down there. Like, hey, over there. They're over there.
That's right.
Okay, glowing spheres of light. One faintly glowing, vaguely man-like shape. Oh, similar to that of a creature from the elemental plane of fire. It moves as the spellcaster desires, forward or back, straight or turning corners without concentration upon such movement by the magic user. The spell will wink out if the range duration is exceeded. So can you cast like dancing light like into someone's eyes?
No.
No. Okay, one segment. All right.
You can cast it in front of them.
Okay. All right.
Do you have the necessary spell components?
Well, yeah, because I was bringing them with me,
Bits of
wasn't I?
phosphorus or witch wood. Which one did you bring? Did you bring glowworm? I'm just curious what you have. 'Cause
Did
maybe,
I-
maybe the squirrel's attacking you for the glowworm.
Okay, so it's a die 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. A 2, it is witchwood.
You have witchwood.
What is witchwood?
I don't know, but it's not spelled with an I. It's spelled with a Y.
Yeah, and it sounds like a drama on like Netflix. Witchwood.
That's right. GROGTALK presents Witchwood. Dun, dun, dun. I got to work on that next.
Witchwood. Okay. So, and this also sounds like an Abbott and Costello. Do you bring witchwood?
No, I didn't bring any. Which wood?
Which wood?
Which
That's what
wood? Which
I
wood?
said.
Your wood?
No,
Whose wood? Which wood?
That's what I'm asking you, you
Idiot. You numbskull. No, I just brought the wood. You didn't tell me which wood to bring. Which wood?
That's what I'm asking. Okay, so I'm climbing up. I'm getting my witch wood out.
Right.
Okay, so all right.
So now it's initiative. Declare. I'm going for the going for the eyes. Go for the eyes. Woo.
Oh, jeez. All right, I'm gonna attack. Oh my gosh! What if I'm holding witch wood? I don't have my dagger
Which
out.
wood?
So if I just have my witch wood out,
You can switch weapons and attack.
that's true. Gary does say that. That is true.
Yeah. So you're gonna attack, or you're gonna cast your dancing lights.
No, I'm gonna try to kill you with my dagger.
Okay.
This is horrible. This is disgusting.
Fight to the death. Da, da, da.
So the squirrel has a 5 for
Five.
initiative,
Yeah.
and JJ the red has a 2.
All right. So your AC's 10.
Yes.
He is monster is up to 1+1. He needs an 11.
That's horrible.
Needs an
I
11.
have 1 hit point. What you do? 1 hit point of damage.
I do 1 hit point of damage.
And I'm falling from a tree.
Right. Then you take falling damage.
13.
Oh, it's
Oh, is it
cocked.
cocked?
It's
Oh, we had a
cocked.
cock. We had a cock roll.
Cock
Oh,
roll.
that really looked like a 13 to me.
I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. 4, he missed.
Oh, I missed. That was really lucky because that was just barely cocked. And that was a
Right.
13. Now I'm attacking.
AC 8. Hold on. You need a 13.
4. 2 4s.
All right.
That's not cocked.
That is not cocked. That is
Okay, so
full-
declaring act. So this is pathetic. Is there a crowd gathering? It's a big fight. Fight. It's JJ the red in the
No,
squirrel.
your paramour or whatever. She's like, what's going on out there?
She hears some commotion.
You're supposed to cast dancing lights.
Her dad.
That's right.
Who's out there?
He's gonna, you know what? He should send the ordinary rat against him. That's the next
Oh,
one.
well, rats are yeah, ordinary rats coming. All right, so now we just declare action.
That's right. Squirrel's doing his thing. Unless you retreat, he's going to continue to
No,
attack.
JJ the red, stabby, stabby.
All right.
Okay.
Initiative.
Squirrels
1.
roll a 1. JJ a 4.
4.
All right, end it, baby. The kill
Finish
shot.
him.
You ready for the kill shot?
Yes.
8.
8. That's
Miss.
a miss.
Squirrel.
Welcome to first
Kill
edition.
shot. Kill bite. Kill claw.
Go for the eyes.
14.
14.
It's a hit. Ah. So it's automatically, it's 1 hit point.
6, 1 hit point.
I'm at 0.
Right. So
I'm unconscious.
well, now do you fall? Do you fall from the tree?
How high up was...
At least 20 feet.
Okay, so 20... Oh, was I... All right. Can I give you a roll for 10? Or is it at least 20? Did it say 20?
No, it says at least 20 feet.
Oh, that's horrible.
I didn't make that up. Because
Okay.
it says the burrow or whatever are 20 feet up. Yes. Layers are always in hollows of trees 20 feet or more above the ground.
Well, that makes sense because I was going up to the 2nd story.
Right.
Right? For
Exactly.
my lover. And I was checking on my kids.
One of them.
One of them.
You don't know how many you have there.
was-
Could be 1, 2, or 3.
So that is...
Well, do you fall out of the tree?
Oh, good point.
I can't automatically.
What are you going to give me? A dex check?
Yeah. No. I'll give you. You need to make a saving throw. Let's do a
Oh,
saving
David Thompson.
throw.
Chancellor way.
Yeah, I told you I'm going to embrace David Thompson way.
But what did but then the difficulty
Petrification
is...
or
Oh,
paralyzation, one of the two.
okay.
I got to look it up. Which one I'm going to do? Not difficulty. I'm sure David will be like, that's the wrong way to do it, but that's okay. That's why.
I would have done a dex check, but I'm not quibbling. I'm
Well,
not
the dex
the-
check is better for you. Absolutely.
I probably would have done like a dex and a strength combo.
Yeah. I like the petrification. I like paralyzation. So do that.
Okay, what do I need?
14.
Okay. 6.
You
I
fail.
am falling.
You are falling.
I have this image in slow motion of me just like, my arms are...
Wait a minute. Does the squirrel still attach to you when you fall?
Oh, okay.
So
this
that's
how
a
you
yes or
monk
no.
dice?
Right.
Yes, with an exclamation point. So who's going to land on whom? Now,
Right.
who lands on whom?
Well,
we're twisting. We're
Right.
like Gandalf.
Well, he has to make a saving throw. The squirrel has to make a saving throw.
Oh.
Because you're getting damaged no matter what. It's just a question of the
So
squirrel.
he's like going to hang on.
he grabs him.
He's like holding. He's like, it's like Gandalf in the Balrog.
Right, bringing him down.
This is about the equal. This is like that scene.
Right, he's got to make a saving throw, or else he will be crushed by.
Or no, wait, saving throw just to not fall with me. Like, isn't he grabbing?
No, he said, is he attached?
Oh, so when he failed that, he tried to hold on.
Right, and he grabbed, and he fell, and the squirrel's like, oh crap, I was attacking you, and you're
He's coming down.
He's coming down. Now the question is, he's going to be falling on top of you, or you're going to flip over?
So
and he's
if he
He's
fails
against
it,
the
he's
saving.
underneath me.
Right, that's right. Yeah, he's underneath you.
Oh no.
So
it's
he's
all
going to take.
bad.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, you're all dead.
So he takes.
Yeah,
so
2d6.
He takes one. He takes 3 points of damage.
So
he's squished.
He's squished, and now this
and
is.
I take 1. We're doing it straight. We're not doing exponential. Okay. 7. So I'm
Right.
at -7.
So you'll be dead in 3 rounds.
Should
and
we
he'll
roll
be-
to see if anyone comes upon me?
In 3 rounds.
Like, because she heard something. Did she
Oh.
hear up above?
Okay.
Right? Don't you
Yes,
think?
Right. I'll let that happen.
Yes.
How
Well-
long does it take her to come?
Oh, well, no, that just means she heard something.
Right.
It was an exclamation point. Now, does she come?
Reaction roll.
Okay.
She may think it's not worth it. No,
Yeah,
she hates
18.
you.
She goes back to sleep.
She actually attacks you.
She's tired. Okay. So ends.
So it ends. They both kill each other. The Reds both wipe each other out,
Yeah, JJ the Rad. All right.
which is good because we've not had both killed.
So you call that a tie.
That is a tie.
So it is currently.
But currently, for most magic users, that would be a loss.
I'm dead.
Yes.
The fact that the squirrel died too. Okay.
You took the squirrel out, and you still gain no experience points.
Yeah.
That's the disturbing part. Both died.
So what's scary about that is that literally the squirrel would be favored against that magic user.
Correct.
I know I had dancing lights, but I mean,
Right.
come on. It's hit points 1/1. It's AC. Well, maybe I should no, because since I have 1 hit point, the fact that I do more damage with the dagger is irrelevant.
That's right.
Because if he
It's
does
one
a
shot.
hit, it's 1 shot. The squirrel literally would be favored.
Right. In this specific example, he would be favored. Now,
I can see that.
if you rolled average hit points, you would be favored.
Correct. Right. But okay. All right. That's how bad a first. Now you know why.
That's why we do when animals attack.
So you don't go to
Magic
melee
users. That's right.
as a first level.
Do not do that unless you absolutely have to.
Okay.
All right. Well, very good. That was painful. But that's what we're trying to show here in the exciting.
He kind of deserved it, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, he'd seen his time. What does that work? Nothing works like it's supposed to. What? That's the map. That's that. Where is that? All right. So now we're on to. Oh, that's why it's not working. It would work. We're on to Sage Advice. What do we do in Sage Advice, Dan?
In Sage Advice, one of us reads to the other questions from the Sage Advice column in Dragon Magazine. The person who's asked the questions attempts to provide answers to the same level of sagacity as the person who actually answered them back in the day.
That's right.
And I think you've told me, sadly, you're going to continue this nonsense of asking me Sage Advice questions about the astral and ethereal plane just to further punish me.
It's not punishment. It's not. You can claim it's punishment, but it's not punishment. It is education.
Got it.
Education for us. Education for you. Why? And can you recount why we're going over these? This specific article.
Well, probably because it was written by Roger Moore. Is that why you're saying that?
That is 100% correct. We are going over it because is there someone, if we were asked this question, what one person would you like to talk to in the next year? Who would be the top of your list?
It would have been Roger Moore even at the beginning of episode 1 if you'd asked me that.
Right. So the fact that he wrote this is why we're doing this.
Okay.
At least that's the excuse I'm using.
I think it is really an excuse. I don't think you looked for a Roger Moore.
Well,
Sage
that was-
Advice. I didn't realize Roger Moore did some of these answers, so that was news for me.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
The first question I saw it. Can you talk in the astral plane?
So I guess to talk, you need. I'm going to say. How do I know? I'm going to say yes, without elaboration, because what do you need? Oxygen to talk? Is there no oxygen? How do you breathe? How do you travel? I'm going to say no. I'm changing my answer. I'm going to say no. You need to communicate telepathically or some other. I'm going to say no.
Is this your final answer?
My final answer is you cannot talk. No, you
All
cannot.
right. Per Roger Moore, The answer is yes. All one has to do is inhale the air or astral medium and then speak normally while exhaling. Normal conversations can be heard up to 60 feet from the speaker and shouted commands 240 yards. This environment is permeated by a sound deadening effect resulting from the lack of anything to produce echoes and amplify the sound made. So astral space seems abnormally silent. If one wanted to get complicated about it,
Right, because we're not already there.
one could set up rules which specify that the direction of the speaker is facing makes a difference in how well he is heard. But this seems like too much work. Is it really, Roger? Is it too much work? The fact that we're going over this? Okay, so per Roger Moore, you can speak in the astral plane.
So am I just floating, or like floating?
Sorta.
So like you be there and like,
Yeah.
like in space.
Yeah, but you
floating.
you project. Remember we talked about how you project yourself and you move.
Yeah.
Mentally, you move yourself,
Right.
but you can talk.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
No.
Right. That's
Okay.
because people are putting way too much.
People just want to use the astral plane to go places, really. Do people want an adventure in the astral plane?
I don't want one, but some people probably do, and I'm sure there's adventures for it. We'll talk about that. All right, so here's another great question. Since any missile in astral space would follow a straight line path without slowing down, shouldn't the maximum missile range be extended to infinity, or at least as far as the eye can see? What do you think about that one, Dan?
See, this is really bad for me because I know nothing about science. I understand somewhat gravity. So I didn't even think about that. So it would just keep going. It goes and goes and goes and goes. But would it slow down? I don't know.
I know. This is why this is fun.
Yeah.
I don't have the
you're
answer either.
punishing me. So these they're mildly interesting, I guess. So
This is the thing. This is good training for when people ask these questions. You can be prepared for them.
but that'd be terrible. That would mean like arrows are just like you're just like coming along like
Right.
an arrow coming by.
It's like a meteor that got shot into space centuries ago.
Yeah, like somebody from Boot Hill shows up and they shoot a gun.
Right. Let's
And there's
just
like
keep
bullets are going. This is terrible. Like there's just like stray arrows.
going. That's a good point.
You're killed by stray arrows.
Yeah.
Very dangerous. Well, no wonder it's so freaking dangerous.
Right.
Random encounter should be like stray arrow, stray magic missiles.
Stray boulder.
Yeah, magic missiles coming through.
Right. Lightning bolts.
You just do it as a joke.
Exactly.
Well, but if it goes forever,
Well, that's what he's asking.
what happens? I mean, does it end? The astral plane connects to the outer plane.
Maybe there's just like the pitter patter of bullets and things hitting the end of the astral plane when it gets to.
Does it bounce back then? What if you did a lightning bolt?
Right.
So there's gonna be like lightning going through?
That's different because I don't think the range has anything to do with gravity when it comes to lightning bolt.
But
The concept of range for missile weapons is because the gravity causes it to go down and slow down.
oh, you think the lightning bolt dissipates?
Right, the
right,
energy
right. It needs
dissipates.
to be something material is going to stay, not like just like
The
an
inertia of it being shot continues because there's no resistance and there's no gravity. That's the idea.
But so you could just get up there and like, oh, but wouldn't it slow down? Like, so that's the question. So if a giant throws a rock,
It would just keep going. It's like in theory in space, there's no gravity, there's no air resistance, though they said there was a medium there, so you would think it would have some resistance because it's sound deadening. So using the previous question, if I was to help you out, I'd say it would not go on forever.
oh, because he said what? He said air.
Yeah, some kind of air that's there.
And that would make sense, because otherwise then it would be like you'd have to have rules. Like, please, you're about to enter the astral plane.
Right.
Don't shoot arrows. Don't do that.
Check your weapons at the plane,
Yeah,
at the
because
gate.
it goes on forever. And you'd have to have people coming and collecting arrows. Like, that'd be your job.
It's like space junk.
Yes.
Because, all that space junk up there is very dangerous. You got to track it.
But so...
The Modrons would be going around tracking all the missiles. Oh, you shot another missile. They'd have to
you get
track
pulled
it.
over.
That's right, shooting.
That wasn't me. What did I do, officer? I have you shooting a arrow back. That wasn't me. It was accidental.
Looks like you have a bow in the back, in the side seat.
That's not mine. How'd that get there? It's a rent-a-car. It's a rental.
It's not your vehicle?
No.
Do you mind if I search your vehicle?
No problem. Whoa, what's this pipe weed?
This is which wood?
What's this? Which
Whose wood? Which
What?
wood?
Okay. All right. Yeah. The answer probably is because because you don't want a bunch of junk. I'm going to say, I'm with you. I'm going to say, yeah, no, it's not going to go
Oh, we were
forever.
both wrong. It's true that missiles will have infinite range. They can and probably do travel to infinity, but the probability of hitting a target, which is what missile firing is about, at long range is extremely low. It approaches zero much sooner, and much more rapidly the missile approaches infinity. The smallest fraction of error in aiming a very distant blah, blah, blah. So he keeps going, basically saying it really hard. But if some magic user were to invent, perish the thought, smart arrows that track a target by its innate intelligence or some wizard eye guidance system, will then let that possibility go for the time being. So he's saying that's infinite range, which means there's literally random missiles flying around.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So that sounds horrific.
Another reason to not travel in the astral plane.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So let's go. Let's do one more since this is fun. I think it's fun. Why is overbearing not allowed, but grappling and pummeling are?
Oh, they're not? Well, where did that come from?
Well, I don't know. Couldn't an attempt to overbear, disorient, and upset the defender, sending him rolling and tossing? Well, apparently, you cannot overbear. Well, I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, where would you even find this?
Unmanned combat?
It's going to mention it can't be done in the astral plane?
That would be encyclopedic, wouldn't it?
Well, I tried to look for unarmed combat.
You know, this is where a PDF would be helpful.
Stop pawing through the books. Where is combat? Oh, there is. I have no idea.
Combat in the astral plane.
You found
Combat in the astral plane. I don't know. I'm looking.
No, it's combat. No, 61 to 84. No, it's probably have to look up astral plane.
Right.
Astral travel and combat. 181.
See?
Bold is DMG, right?
Yes.
Okay, I finally learned that.
181 in the DMG.
Okay. Astral, there's encounter. Where's...
Just talks about encounters.
What?
Doesn't say. Well, let's assume it is.
Okay.
Maybe someone else knows out there. This is a cooperative show. Maybe you...
Okay.
But let's take the questioner's premise as truth.
Okay, correct.
Which is, you can grapple and you can pummel, but you cannot overbear. Why
So grappling, what's it? So can you tell me the difference between grappling, pummeling, and overbearing?
I could, especially if I could press the humanity. Grappling is grabbing people. Pummeling is punching people. Overbearing is trying to trip them and make them prone.
Isn't that what I'm trying to do with grappling?
No, grappling, you're just trying to grab them.
Okay.
So
what do I do with you once I grabbed you?
Well, then other people, that prevents you from escaping, that prevents you from attacking. I can then try to overbear you at a better advantage. Other people could tie you up.
Got it. So I'm just right. So JJ the Red did a lot of grappling.
Right.
Probably overbearing too.
Some overbearing. And hopefully he wasn't pummeling, because that would be inappropriate.
That's why he deserved to die.
That's right.
Well, he's neutral good. I don't think he was.
I don't think that would.
No, I think it was all welcome.
Right.
Okay. All right.
We hope.
All right. Well, we can't. All right. So the question is, why would you not be able to overbear in the astral? Well, there's no ground. Where are you overbearing to?
Maybe that's why.
Well, yeah. It's like, yeah, that's why. I'm gonna say you can't because there's nowhere to put you. Prone means what? You're on the ground.
Yes.
There's nowhere to
prone you.
There's nowhere to prone you.
Okay.
That's what I say. You're just sort of spinning.
All right. I think that's good. The sort of attack described in the question could be done just as well as grappling. Overbearing requires that there be a surface to fight on, gravity that would work to the overbearer's advantage. Otherwise, attacks meant to overbear will work out in non-gravity just like grappling.
Let me tell you what's so wrong with the person who's writing this question. Two things are really, really wrong. Number one, they are using the grappling and overbearing and pummeling rules.
Right.
And number two, they're spending time doing combat in the astral plane.
Right. Unarmed combat in the astral.
So this is like so wrong.
Right.
Could you imagine? This would be my nightmare of a game as a DM.
So that'll be the summer tournament, which, by the way, we did not talk about announcements. Summer tournament, July 23rd.
Correct.
Saturday.
Correct.
Sci-Fi City.
Right, assuming Lloyd will have us.
Lloyd will.
I'm sure he will.
He was going to a game. I'm sure he'll have us.
Yeah.
At Sci-Fi City, we're doing the show, and then we're doing the tournament. So show will be at 10, we're hoping. 1 o'clock, the tournament.
And the title of the tournament will be Overbearing in the Astral Plane.
Overbearing in the Astral Plane.
Right.
Correct.
Okay. So read up on your rules.
Read up on your rules.
Or astral combat.
Right.
And unarmed combat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. And seats will be limited because it's Dan and I running it. So if you're in the Orlando area, is it on the meetup, or are you going to put it on the meetup?
I will put it on the meetup.
So it'll go up this week on the meetup. We'll put a link in the Discord. So go out there. Seats will be limited. There will be a waiting list because sometimes people don't show up. So
Well, you're cocky. You're optimistic.
we've had a waiting list every.
That's true.
And this is our 5th year. This is the 5th time we've done
Is
this.
it the 5th?
Yes.
Wow.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Oh, okay.
5 years we've been doing the tournaments. How about that? Okay. Do I want to do another one? No, I think I want to wait till next year. That was good. Those are great questions. I really enjoyed that. We still have look how many more questions we have.
Oh, God.
5 pages.
Okay. Well, I'm asking the questions next. They're not coming from there.
Right. It'll be a while, but next time I do it, it'll be there. So that was wonderful. Good job there. Paging DM Joe Rogan. I don't know. That could be us. All right. Excellent. Next, we are doing the Artifact Roadshow.
Okay. So in this segment of the show, we have somebody bring a random magic item
Yep.
to James, who plays an appraiser and tries to identify, but without magical means, tries to identify the item based upon the information provided by the possessor of the item.
Nice. Oh, maybe it's working again.
Oh, yeah, you're missing your sound.
I'm doing it. I'm making it happen.
Well, I need to listen.
Yep.
Oh,
I took your thing away. There you go.
is it happening?
It's pairing right now.
Okay, because we
going.
have music. Yeah, it really doesn't seem like an Artifact Roadshow episode without that music, does it? So what I will do, I will now roll for a random magic item as I paw through the book.
I just hope we don't have any issues with it. Hopefully I fixed that. Hopefully I fixed the scratchiness.
Okay, and I am going to table number 3 of the DMG on page 121
All right.
for random magic items. James,
He's rolling. Clap, golf clap. All right. Let me know if there's problems out there with the sound, because we can't hear it, but go ahead.
okay, so James is not going to.
I'm not going to look.
So he's
I'm
turning
going to
around.
go away over here and work on things while you figure out what it is.
So if you're following along at home, I'm now rolling on table 3, page 121. Here is what I have rolled. I'm holding it up to the screen. Okay. So I'm now turning to that table on page 122. This I've rolled, oh, he'll never know at this point. I've rolled a 63.
Yeah, I don't know. Once you roll the first one, I don't know what the remaining ones are.
And I now need to just quickly look up that item so I can speak intelligently about it. Okay.
Have you heard of this magic item before?
I have not, well, I mean, not really. I mean,
Okay.
it's, okay. Okay.
It's not completely foreign.
It's not like crazy. I'm not like, what?
Do we have
Hand
a
of
prop?
wh-
Do we have a prop for it?
Hand, yes. It's not like hand of what?
Okay, exactly.
I of what?
Okay.
Was Vecna that big a deal? Are you watching Stranger Things?
No, I don't have Netflix
Oh, okay.
because I have all the other ones and
Okay.
I refuse to pay for it. So I heard, well, Vecna it's become a big thing.
Do you know, I looked up at, Brian Bloom did. It wasn't Gary Gygax. It was Brian Bloom did Vecna, and it wasn't a big deal back in the day, really.
It was
It's
just
become
another
a big
guy. Yeah. Well, there's been a number of, was it second edition had Vecna Lives? Or was that first edition? That was a module that came out after.
Yeah,
after
it was certainly late. It was like late 80s or
Right.
something like that, yeah.
And then there's been a bunch of.
Yeah, but that's all. So in other words, back in the day in the 80s,
Yeah.
early mid 80s when we were playing, Vecna was nothing to me. I mean, I
Well, the
felt
only thing
bad.
was cool was I knew Lich's my cousin who played. He claimed, and I'm not saying he was incorrect, but he claimed in his campaign, not that he ran, but he played. He had the Eye of Vecna as a Lich.
Okay. I mean, yeah, but to me it was
So that was the only part. It's like, oh, cool, yeah,
it was just another
right.
item.
And it was super evil. That was cool.
Right, but that's okay. But yeah, I felt bad that I'm like, who's Vecna? Okay. Yes, we do have the item. All right. So, all right.
Welcome to Artifact Roadshow.
Oh.
How can I help you today?
I got to look up something.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's all right.
Sorry. Okay. Got it.
You don't.
Yeah, hello. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
How are you? Where, hang on, where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. There it is. There.
Wow.
Look at this.
Wow, well, this is a very interesting piece. What can you tell me about it?
Yeah. So probably about 40 years ago, I was thinking about my parents. Whoa, hey, oh, that's a good one. My parents were thinking about. They felt that I should become an adventurer. Thank you. They should become an adventurer, and so I agreed. Mm-hmm. I went to school for a very long time.
So you went to school for a long time to become an adventurer. Your parents wanted you to become an adventurer.
They did. So I took a bunch of different tests, and apparently what they said, the only thing I could be, apparently, was something called a fighter.
A fighter, a fighting man.
Yes, a fighting man. I was told based upon my intelligence.
Aptitude test.
Yes, I took based on my aptitude test. Apparently, but he was called a dungeon master. He said, well, the only thing you can be with those stats is a fighter.
Well, we've done a series of tests, and we think you'd be more. But you had a very judgmental dungeon master. Typically, they would say, based on your aptitudes and your strength, we feel you'll have a more successful career if you move towards the fighting man, and less from the arcane arts.
Well, he was kind of a jerk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And he wasn't very nice.
This probably ruined your experience.
It wasn't very. Yes, it was. He said something about 50 IQ. So I became okay. So he said, well, yeah. So I said, okay, I'll become a fighter to make my parents happy. And I went on one adventure.
Right.
Something about we were out in some borderlands. Or something. Mm-hmm. And it was. I got to tell you, I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
Very well.
It's cold.
It's very cold in the borderlands. And my party, they said, you know what we should do? We should start right at the back caves, right in the back.
Oh, right.
Skip the first ones.
Well, that's where the good stuff is.
That's where the good stuff is. And let me tell you something. There was some crazy stuff there.
I've heard, where the good stuff is, that's where the good monsters are. That's kind of a rule. I'm surprised they didn't share that with you in adventure school.
I did not learn that, no.
Never split the party, if I remember. And the deeper you get into the dungeon, the harder the stuff is.
I did not learn, well, again, the 50 IQ maybe.
Gotcha.
So I wasn't very excited about adventuring, and I decided I didn't want to play again.
Right.
Remember my DM being a jerk and all.
Right.
So I said, you suck. This game sucks.
This campaign sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha.
And
this is so first edition.
And I also got a girlfriend around that time.
Oh, okay.
So
good.
all for a variety of reasons, I never adventured again.
You kind of grew out of it. I gotcha.
I did. I never adventured again.
It's not for everyone.
But the one thing that they did do at the end of the adventure, because I did say, well, I'm not coming back. I'm never adventuring with you.
The rest of them survived?
Nerds again. Well, 2 of them did.
Okay.
2 of them did. And I said, I'm never adventuring with you nerds again. Mm-hmm. But I would like my share of the treasure.
Right, of course. Well, you're not that. You have 50 IQ kicked in. That was good. That was a good part to be good at that. Okay.
They didn't seem very happy with that. But what they did give me is they did say, well, fine, here, you can take this wand.
Right, because they couldn't use it.
And so I took this. I'm not hearing anything. No. So I said I'm gonna. They gave me this. They gave me this. What they said was a magic wand.
Right.
And what's interesting is I think they were snickering because what I was told later was they gave it to me. This is what I heard from Jimmy, who played in their group later after Sam left, or was it? It doesn't matter. And Jimmy told me that they did it as a joke because I was a fighter and so I couldn't use it. But the joke was on them because I could use this. I was able to use this. And so what I would do is I would go around and I would just wave it at a bunch of stuff, you know, just to see what it would do. They gave me the word. They told me
don't say it if you're holding it. Let's put it down if you're going to say the word. Okay.
And so what would happen is
point it that way. Go ahead.
So what would happen is, one time I went into a pawn shop.
Okay.
And because I was going to sell it.
Right.
And
because you didn't need it.
Because I didn't need it.
Right.
And I didn't even think I could really use it. And the guy said, "Well, what's so what does it do?" And I said, "Well, I don't know." And I said the word, and he did duck.
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy. But what was funny is, as I was waving around and saying the word, like every now and then, like it would pulse. And I thought that was interesting. And I would say it again, and it would go to like certain items. Like there was this one, like in this pawn shop, there's this one ring.
Wow.
And it was pulsing. So what I did was I said, well, you know what I'll do is I'll trade it for that ring.
Yeah.
And he was suspicious, said no.
Oh.
And I've never used it again.
And how many times have you used it that you're aware of?
Well, I've used it, so what I would do is I would go around, like I took it to the mall, and I was like waving it around and saying the word.
Right.
But it was never pulsing there. Only at one time with that ring in that pawn shop. So I would say the word a bunch of times. So probably like about 5,000 times.
5,000
And
times.
it just stopped. Yeah, it never pulsed again. And I don't know why. I would take it to like JCPenney and of the clothes.
So when's the last time that it actually did something for you?
Well, it was in that pawn shop.
A while
and
ago.
I kept saying it again and again to see if it would pulse with that ring. And
Right.
it did. And I said, I'll trade it for that ring. And he's like, oh, I don't think so.
I got you.
It was weird. He didn't want to give up. He felt like he didn't want to give up that ring. And and that was it.
Well, what I can tell you about this is, and thank you for that backstory. That really does help. This wood is very unique because it comes from the Amindio jungle, which again, it's from a cypress wood, which the Wanti, which are purveyors of magic, are known to frequent.
Oh. Is that a type of witch wood?
Right. Well, it's that wood. It's not witch wood. It's that wood.
Oh, okay.
It's very similar.
Okay.
And well, that is true. You should. We did get some advice. You shouldn't take your wand out at JCPenney. Just that's what I was mentioning as well.
Oh, that's why they got in trouble. That's why I got banned. I'm
Right.
like, why are you banning me from the store?
That's right.
I'm just pulling out the witch wood.
Don't pull out the witch wood at JCPenney. They frown it. So they are.
I'm a man. You
That's
know,
right,
with
man.
an exclamation point.
That's right, with a man. Man. Anyway, this
I'm JJ the Red.
this killed by a squirrel, but I took him out. I took him with me. So they are sorcerers who were very fascinated with magic, and they made dark pact with evil deities, and they were transformed by it. But again, they became powerful sorcerers, and they would have crafted this item to help them find more magic, because again, they were constantly looking for. So
They're smart.
they are very smart. They are extremely devious, intelligent. And you can tell by the ingrains here of this. This is like a snake serpent here.
Oh no, those are notches I put in there because
Oh.
I'm with the ladies, you know.
Well, it's one continuous notch. So you've been with one lady?
Well, yeah, we had a long-term relationship.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That's good. I would say at some point this was a wand of detecting magic.
Whoa. At some point.
Well,
I may have a 50 IQ, but I don't like the sound of that.
Yes. Well, the dwemer, the power that's in here is limited charges. It can't be continuously used. It's like has a internal energy source that gets drained. And I think when you took it to JCPenney and touched
Whipped it out.
whipped out your wand, eventually it just petered out. So you have an inert piece of wood.
What?
Yes.
Oh, I used the wand too much?
It's a limp.
I overused it.
It's shot.
Can it be recharged?
It could have if it had some charges any left, but once you've drained it completely, once you've drained the wand, it can't do
Is there any
anything.
pills I can take?
Nothing for that. No, unfortunately. So really, the only value it has now is a conversation piece, and that it can show that you were a wizard at one time. But if this were fully charged and you wanted to sell it at auction, I think it would probably get 15,000 gold pieces.
So what would this be called? What was it?
A wand of magic detection?
Oh, so what is it worth now?
Nothing.
0.
It's like killing a squirrel.
Oh, well, all right. I was young, a man.
All right, you may want to go adventuring again. Maybe you'll get another one.
Okay, well, I don't think so. I think I'm kind of too old for that now.
Okay.
And so you said, how much would this have been worth?
I think 15,000 gold pieces.
Oh, I really blew it, didn't I?
Yes. Well,
Oh,
but you live and learn. That's what happens when you're young. Now you're older and wiser.
I guess those guys did get the
Well,
last
thank
laugh.
you. Thank you for coming to Artifact Roadshow. Next.
Yeah. Unhand me.
Get him out of here. Get out. Get out. So hopefully I'm close with my things.
So you said that was a wand of magic detection.
That was my answer.
James, you are 100% correct.
Oh, goody.
That was, in fact, a wand of magic detection,
Wands are worth a lot of money, so I went with 15,000.
which is now completely
Worth nothing.
discharged. So let's go ahead and look up how much that would have been worth. The wand of magic detection, you said 15,000?
Yes.
Close, 25,000.
Oh, I was going to say 25.
You are right.
I was going to go higher because wands are worth a ton of money, especially ones that can be used by anyone. They're worth a lot of money.
And this,
Go ahead.
I was just saying, and it sounds like that helped you out, that you knew that could be used by anybody.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
So a wand of magic detection. So again, the critical thing with that wands is they can be recharged, most of them, I think all of them can, if it still has charges. Once it's fully drained, you can't recharge it.
And the only way to know the charges, I assume, is identify. We've talked about this, right? Identify would probably...
It will give you a range of charges, unless
Okay.
you get extremely... Or you destroy like 15 luck stones, and then you can probably figure it out,
Yeah, okay.
which is ridiculous. So, excellent. Well, very good. That was wand of magic detection. I should probably write that down, because we sometimes forget, blah, 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 blah. All right, so now we're ready to do Have You Ever?
Okay, so in this portion of the show, we go through the adventure written by Rob Ritchie, the editor-in-chief of Flipping and Turning magazine.
Right.
This is where you get to play a half-orc assassin, and you are named Half-Assin, and you are on an adventure to try to save the queen.
Right.
And you get to choose your Queen Mabel.
Or Queen Mabel.
And you get to choose, is a range of options of what you can do, and you see how you fare. And if I recall correctly, we had been through the graveyard, and then we went past the graveyard.
Right, F.
Right, there were shadows.
Yes.
And we escaped the shadows,
And then we did the following one.
which was, if you recall correctly, I believe that was the brown mold,
Yes.
right? Because it was cold.
It was cold.
And so now we are to F. So we are trying to infiltrate and save Queen Mabel, who has been taken prisoner by the wicked General Gaz. So we're trying to break into the palace and save her.
Right.
Leaving the brown mold behind, the stairs debauch.
Debauch.
Debauchery.
That is amazing word. What does that mean?
D-E-B-O-U-C-H. The stairs
D-E-B-O-U-C-H.
debauch. Is this Gygax writing this?
That's right.
He's like a mini Gygax. The stairs debauch. Opens. The stairs open.
It's French.
Oh. I'm
Debouche.
sorry. Debouche.
Debouche.
The stairs debouche into a straight
I
tunnel.
like DeBarge. He was pretty good. Who does he marry? He married
DeBarge.
Janet Jackson.
Now, who are the ones? No, that was Milli Vanilli. It was the ones who...
They faked it. They were fake. They were German. One killed himself, I think.
Oh, really? That's terrible. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or he died. He's dead.
The
It's
stairs...
just Millie or Vanilli.
Oh, my. The stairs debouche into a straight tunnel that bores through the earth. It is still quite cold, but not dangerously so.
Ah.
After many minutes, the tunnel opens into a slightly wider room with rough-hewn walls and a broad staircase that goes up into a shaft in the ceiling. Sitting on the stairs is a small, 3-foot-long, dull silver, winged ice lizard who looks up at your approach and leaps into the air. You decide to, 1.
Oh, hold on. All right, so guys, start paying, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. Here's your choices.
Is ice lizard fiend folio?
I believe so.
I believe so too. Okay, so I know very little about the ice lizard.
Didn't we go over the ice? Oh, fire drake we went over, not the ice lizard. Sorry.
Number 1,
Yes.
cast hold person and attack with sword.
Sounds like a plan.
2, throw dagger, then attack with sword.
Yep.
3, apply poison to your blade, then attack with sword. 4, drink your potion of invisibility and run up the stairs. Sounds like he's already seen us. 5, charge and attack with sword.
Yep.
6, present your unholy symbol. 7, attempt to parlay in your alignment tongue, and your alignment is lawful evil. 8, cast resist cold and attack with sword. 9, read the feigned death scroll. 10, read the speak with animal scroll and attempt to parlay.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So those are your choices. So on the chat, please take a moment to think about your choice.
So Josh is going with 4, potion of inviso.
That's not a bad one, because even though if you've been seen, you're still invisible, so you're
Right.
harder to
Right.
find. I think, I want to. I'm gonna do. I was gonna do poison. I think I'm gonna do 8. Cast resist cold, and attack with sword. I'm going with 8.
Well, 8's a good one because
Though I'm dead. Yes.
you're dead as well as I am. And why it's good because the angry monk went with 8 as well. So you're not alone in your decision making.
Okay. We'll die together.
I didn't think ice drakes were lawful evil, but if they are, okay, our dear friend from the DC area picked 2, throw dagger, and then attack. I want to parlay. I'm going to parlay it because I'm dead, and I think it'd be super funny if that actually worked.
Now, are you okay? So I assume you're not. Are you speaking with animals and parlaying, or are you simply attempting to parlay? In
Parlay in lawful evil.
Number 7.
Yes.
Got it.
I think it's totally wrong, but if it works, I'd be amazing.
Okay.
This is the whole point of this, to do things you would not normally do. Normally, I would do the invisibility.
Well, you like to mix it. It's like being at a new restaurant.
Right.
Different food. Mix it up. Okay.
You also, the Canadian contingency has gone with 8. Clearly they know cold, so they are resisting cold.
Right. Okay. All right.
Are we ready?
Are we ready? Okay.
I think we're ready.
Did anyone pick number 1, which is hold person?
No.
Okay. This would have worked.
What?
Yes, you would have quickly dispatched the ice lizard. So hold person. All right. Well, we got to look up. Well, this is what we do, James. You got to look up hold person.
I thought that was a ruse. I thought that was.
I too. I thought you got to be like an elf or a gnome. What's a person?
Yeah.
All right. So this is a cleric spell.
And is that a scroll? Because you'd have to roll for percentage.
Oh,
chance.
you would have to roll for percentage of failure, but no one picked it, so it really doesn't matter.
Ice lizard. Oh, it's not. Well.
Hold person. What is that? 2. It is 2. On page 45 of the player's handbook. This spell holds immobile and freezes in place from 1 to 3 human or humanoid creatures see below for 5 or more melee
All right.
rounds.
So you have to go to. I will slightly disagree, not Dragon's Foot disagree, but I will slightly disagree with. You're going to have to go to the actual. It's not in the spell there. You have to go to the actual statement in Ice Lizard, page 52 of the Fiend Folio.
Oh, I guess you're going to have to, because this says.
Well, I have, because I see what see what he's referencing.
All right, because let me start with the player's handbook. It says creatures affected are brownies, dryads, dwarves, elves, gnolls, gnomes, goblins, half-elves, halflings, half-orcs, hobgoblins, humans, kobolds, lizard men, nixies, orcs, pixies, sprites, and troglodytes. Okay. Now you're going to Ice Lizard.
Right. So it's on page 52 of the Fiend Folio. It says Ice Lizard appears to be small, winged lizard, though it can polymorph itself twice per day into the form of a white dragon. Well, that's nice. It can cast Sleep and Fear twice each day. Although highly resistant to most forms of magic, has 80% resistance.
That's not good.
which, by the way, it is somewhat susceptible to charm and hold, -2 on saving throws.
Oh.
So I think he is inferring that hold means hold person. I would argue that would be hold monster
Oh.
or charm monster.
But so hold is obviously in italics, I assume, right?
Yes.
So how many holds? Is there a hold monster?
Yes. Fifth. I think it's a 5th level spell.
Oh. Clerical or monster?
I think it's monster manual. Hold.
Hold monster. No, there is 5th level. Magic user 5th level.
Yes. So that's what I think the book here means.
But they really should be specific. So this is creating confusion. I mean, I would agree. Hold monster. Dispel MOMOs for one or more creatures. I tend to agree with you.
Right. So I think it's more effective because everything else is 80% resistance, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So that would be my take. But
But you couldn't even use it. It wouldn't even work. It's not a resistance issue.
Right.
If it doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. Right?
That's my thing.
Okay.
But I was also wrong in that he's chaotic evil, so that's not going to work. I thought he was lawful evil.
So we'll wait to see how you do.
Oh, I do crappy.
Terrible. Okay, number 2 is throw dagger.
Number 2 would throw dagger and attack with sword.
This helps because somebody picked 2, didn't they?
Yes.
This helps. Take 4 hit points of damage in the resulting melee.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
I would have done that.
3 was apply poison. Did anyone do that?
No.
I liked that one. Same as F1, it worked. And you quickly dispatched the ice lizard.
No.
4 was drink potion of invisibility. We know
Josh did that.
this works.
Of course.
You avoid the ice lizard. The only reason why I was concerned about that is it looked like he had seen us.
Right.
So that just usually means it's like a -2 to hit. Isn't
Yeah.
that right? Okay.
Something like that.
5 is charged attack with
It's
sword.
-4 to hit.
Oh, sorry, -4 to hit. That makes more sense. Charge attack with sword. Anyone do 5?
No.
The ice lizard breathes frost breath on you. Take 11 points of damage in the resulting melee. 6, present your unholy symbol. I assume no one picked that.
No.
I shouldn't say that. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Yeah, that would have been fire breath, ice breath on you, 11 points. 7 was parlay in your alignment.
That's mine.
This is you. Same as F5. He breathes frost breath on you. Take 11 points of damage.
Yeah. Because he's not lawful. He was chaotic evil.
Yeah.
So that was too bad.
8, resist cold. This is a lot of us.
Right.
Same as F2. This helps. Take 4 hit points of damage. Okay.
So the play from him was hold and invisible so far. Those are the ones you escape without pain.
Correct. 9 was feign death.
You're dead.
The ice lizard kills you in your motionless state. Correct. 10.
I know, Rob. There's no faking. There's no feigning. It's just death.
That's right. You tried to run away from the guards, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I try to.
Oh no, you talked to them.
I said, please. I said, get arrested. He was going to arrest me, and I let him in death.
That's
So
right.
that set the tone.
10. That's right. So, speak with. It's sad that you learned the tone in death. Speak with animals. Scroll was number 10. Yeah, same as F5. Breeze frost on you. Take 11 hit points of damage.
All right. Well, there
Okay.
you go. So I'm still dead. You're still dead. But you. So the thing with charm. Let's. Someone should reach out to Rob and see what. I read the Fiend Folio. We agree that I think it meant for charm monster and hold monster, not for charm person or hold person.
Because it doesn't designate it, so it seemed to me that it's whichever one is more likely,
Yes.
or both, but it seems most
Right.
likely.
But the fact that all the other spells, well, first of all, again, speak with animals, some of that, well, I guess speak with animals still would work. You can cast a spell, but it wouldn't work against a thing because he's not an animal.
And every one of those was a humanoid
Right.
type creature, right?
Yes.
Even the pixies are little people-esque.
Yes,
They have little legs.
that is
and
100% correct.
they're not lizard. Well, the troglodytes. Well, there was lizard men, but still,
Right.
they're not like a lizard. They're like a person who. Well, they're a person who's like a lizard. They're not a lizard who's like a person.
That's right.
They're a person who's like a lizard,
That's right.
in my opinion.
Yes. They're humanoids with lizard-like
Features.
features.
Correct.
That's right.
All right.
All right, well, very good. So regular lizards, no way. Okay, so for our segment, one of the things we wanted to talk about was we've been teasing, or I've been teasing Dan on the astral plane, and Dan is free to admit his ignorance of the whole outer planes. Is that a fair statement? The whole travel and everything else.
Well, see, I was not a big sci-fi fan, so anytime you start getting into things that is like weird science, so to speak,
Yeah.
I struggle. Like, what? How does that work? Huh?
Yeah.
Correct.
So even though you went to Sci-Fi City, or it was called Enterprise 1701, you were not a big Star Wars,
No.
Star Trek fan?
No, not a Star Trek fan, and I like the Star Wars movies, but I was not a huge fan like that.
Okay, well, very good. You're more passive. Like you didn't sit there and understand how the Death Star would have enough energy and where contractors used to build the Death Star.
Well, that was funny. I mean, that's Clerks, right? I mean, that was more entertaining to me. Yeah, so I did feel bad for the contractors. Yes.
Okay, so one of the things that's very clear when you read the DMG, part of the Holy Trinity, is that back in the day everything was allowed. Right? Pretty much, the milieu of combining different things was allowed, and in fact, the idea was adventure. Everything was fair game because everything should be available to the DM. And what we're talking about here is on page 57, travel in the known planes of existence in the DMG. So it refers to, of course, you have to flip and turn back to the player's handbook to look at the planes of existence as depicted in Appendix 4 of the player's handbook. Keep up, folks. It says, Gary says, and nearly endless possibilities of AD&D play throughout the known planes of existence. Although some of the new realms will no longer be fantasy as found in science, swords and sorcery or myth, but verge on that of science fiction, horror, just about anything else desired. How so? The known planes are part of the multiverse and the prime material of countless suns, planets, galaxies, universes. So too, there are endless parallel worlds. What then of the outer planes? Certainly they can be differently populated, if not substantially different in form. So, what piqued my interest was spells, magic devices, artifacts, and relics are known ways to travel to the planes. You can add machines or creatures which will allow you such travel. So those are things that people could add. As far as the universe around your campaign world goes, who's to say it's not possible to mount a rock or fly to the moon? Or perhaps to another planet? Again, are the stars actually suns at a distance, or are they tiny lights of some vast dome? Very, very metaphysical there, isn't it? Mm-hmm. The hows and wherefores are yours to handle, but more important is what is on the other end of the route. For those of you who haven't really thought about it, Dan, the so-called planes are your ticket to creativity. And I mean this with a capital C.
Right. Exclamation point.
He doesn't bold it, but he exclamation. Everything can be absolutely different, save for the common denomination necessary to the existence of the player characters coming to the plane. So, he keeps going on and on here about, basically whatever you want to do with it. So I wanted to kind of list all the different things that I remember of ways to travel in the planes as well as within the prime material world. Because this concept of if your campaign is getting stale, you hack and slash, Gary definitely makes it clear that he would throw these side quests, these funhouse dungeons, these other things to kind of spice it up so people wouldn't be such in the grind of the day-to-day stuff, which can be fun. Do you agree with that, or it's not fun to you?
Oh, I agree with that. Absolutely. So I want to go. So I want to do some traveling.
Yes.
To another plane. How do I get there?
Well, first, how do you travel to the prime material plane? It would be the first thing. So first there's teleport, right? If you remember, we went over teleport. You can teleport anywhere as long as you have some idea where it is.
Right. Hopefully I don't land in a rock.
Well, that's the downside. So
right.
You may want to cast the 7th level teleport without error in that case. So if you're, what is it? Kind of like, if you're 9th level magic user and casting teleport, it's sketchy. Once you get to 14th level, teleport no error, you can go anywhere in the prime material, if I remember correctly.
Now, is the prime material plane, so the prime material plane consists of many different universes and solar systems, is that right? So all the
reality is here, I guess would be the way to say it. So what does it say there for prime material in the player's handbook? What page are you on?
Well, I'm on page 120.
Okay, 120.
Which is the known planes of existence.
Yes.
And it's just an infinite number of parallel universes and planes of existence. So this is the multiverse.
Right.
I had not thought about this phrase. I don't know that I ever read this phrase before or paid any attention to it. The multiverse. All these worlds coexist, and how real each is depends entirely upon the development of each by the campaign referee. So Probably need the DM. Probably need deities and demigods too.
Yeah.
So
So yes, everything. Multiple parallel universes. There could be the universe where Dan and James have illegitimate children and live at home.
JJ the Red.
Right.
So yeah, if you look at in the player's handbook,
121.
as a number 1, and it says prime material. So the prime material plane it's got all these stars. It's because when I think of the prime material plane, I think of flat land,
Yes.
dirt.
Right. It's
Like
not-
you can buy and sell it. You can get a deed.
right.
But the prime material plane the prime material plane includes all of the
All
parallel
known and unknown
universes.
parallel universes, all that. Right.
And so you could have a guy can have a flat world out there.
It could be a flat world. There could be a Earth. There could be a world with magma. Yeah. It could be Star Wars could be part of it. Absolutely.
They're all just okay. So all right. So they all
That's the concept. This is all manifestations of the wills of the outer planes and the inner planes are projected here.
okay. I have to ask you a question though. What is a parallel universe? The word parallel. So does that mean if you look in number 1, and we've got the prime material plane,
Right.
does that mean that it's not just simply that, so okay, so you are a DM in Omaha in 1982,
Right.
and you create a world,
Yes.
Jim Hawk,
Jim Hawk. Right.
and you're writing that up.
Yes.
Now, in my mind, that exists somewhere.
Right.
Once you as a DM in Omaha write that world, it exists.
Correct.
So it's in number 1 there.
Right.
But could it be a parallel?
Could
Like, does
be.
parallel mean that there are like multiple ones, so to speak?
Yes. No. There are multiple. So what?
Well, there's only one, but it consists of parallel.
Right. It houses. Well, here this and Jim Ward describes. I assume Jim and Gary, or just Jim, in page
Or Jim
130.
and somebody else.
Page 130 of the deities and demigods.
Yeah. What was it? Sorry.
Jim and Rob.
Rob Kuntz.
Rob Kuntz, yeah.
Yeah.
Page 113. The prime material plane, or physical plane, is at the center of the inner planes. It houses the universe and all of its parallels.
Oh, the universe.
And all of its parallels.
Well, this is number of parallel universes.
Right. So using this as the definition, there is the universe, which could be the Jim world, and then there are parallel universes. That could be the Dan world. Or it could be, they've talked about parallel universes as this world has everyone, the same world exactly, except everyone has 3 heads.
Oh, so in other words...
Or Hitler survived, the classic Hitler lived or Hitler didn't, Hitler was never born. Those parallel universes. There's something slightly different of each of these things.
So, but wait, if you do Jim World and Jim World, and so then I've got my world, Dan
Yes,
World,
Dan world.
and Dan Universe. Can I say, well, you're not in my universe?
Yes.
So you're in a different
But
universe.
we're in the prime material plane.
But we're all in the prime. Like everyone can be in the prime. You can't tell me not to be in the prime material plane.
Correct.
Gary says I can create whatever universe I want.
Right.
So that means your universe may. So you have your universe has its own stars and planets.
That's right. Exactly.
So can you universe hop?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So number 1 is everything. So all right. So because I thought of the prime material plane in an incorrect, more narrow concept, which is
Right.
it's the dirt. It's not. I mean, it's material, but it includes the stars.
Yes, it is
and
it is the whole universe as defined by the DM, and then with the recognition that there are other universes available that all fall under that.
And so I can create a billion universes, but I can never say is these are all. Well, I guess in my game I could say these are all the universes.
They're the only ones that you are aware of.
Right. Okay.
The intent is that there's always going to be something more than what we're aware of.
So when you end up on a planet and it's Boot Hill time,
Right.
it's because there's another planet in the universe. So
Right.
in this prime material plane,
Yes.
the AD&D worlds
Right.
are just like they just happen to be AD&D worlds.
Correct.
So they could
or an
really be
AD&D universe, and the Boot Hill could be in the same universe, or you have to teleport to another universe.
But I
they're-
could see it like Star Trek, where you float and it's like they're at cowboy times,
right.
or they're at Gamma World times.
Yeah, I always attributed to that there was one universe that they were in different. Less like Star Wars is in a galaxy far, far away.
Right.
It's not a different universe. It's it's in our same universe. The rules still apply, but they're clearly different than us.
But there appear to be parallel universes.
There could also be parallel universes.
Right, according to Gary.
And the parallel universe would be the parallel is they're next to, quote unquote, next to each other, and that maybe gravity doesn't work as well, or that's where the idea of the rules that created the universe are not exactly the same.
Okay, now, it says there's an infinite number of parallel universes and planes. So, why are there infinite planes?
The infinite planes within the prime material plane?
There exist an infinite number of parallel universes and planes of existence in the fantastic multiverse. Right. All of these worlds coexist. See, this is where I get confused. Because now
it says the same thing.
What does it say?
It says that the statement's the same in the deities and demigods and in the Player's Handbook. There exists an infinite number of parallel universes and planes of existence in the fantastic multiverse.
Yeah, well, he's not going to mess with what Gary said. So I don't understand that. So if you're...
All these worlds coexist, but how real each is dependent upon the development of each campaign referee. The charts and explanations will follow only the various planes tied to that of normal existence. So if you keep reading, the parallel universes are not shown and their existence might or might not be actual.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then so the prime material plane is the center, of course. It houses the universe and all of its parallels. Okay, so if there is a parallel,
right,
but they're not shown and it might not be actual, so you just don't know.
Right. They're not precluding that from being a reality in this, but they're not shown and not known, or they may not exist.
It's like on your computer when your document keeps recreating like a billion times.
Right. That's a virus. No.
Oh, okay.
Could be a virus.
Yeah. Okay. Is a plane of... It is the plane of Terra. Wait, what? Terra.
Terra, like terra firma. Earth.
And your campaign.
Right.
In all likelihood, it is the plane of Terra and your campaign. Wait, so there's just a plane called Terra?
Where'd you see that?
Oh, it's under the prime material plane.
Well,
it is the plane.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. Yes, it is a plane Terra and your campaign in all likelihood, yes.
It is a plane of Terra. So we're on the
Earth. Terra is Earth.
Like
Earth
terrestrial.
meaning physical Earth.
Yeah, like terrestrial. The
Right.
prime material is okay.
So the idea is you have an instance of the prime material, which is your universe. You may decide you want alternate universes. You may decide that, in this case, my Jim world and your Dan world, there's a way to communicate between them and we can exchange people, or not. If I'm not aware of it, it doesn't exist.
Okay.
But the reality, as far as the game is concerned, there are ways to move between them if there is knowledge between. That's the idea.
Okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
Sort of.
That's okay.
Sort of. I mean, I get it. So, I mean, I understand prime material plane consists of the whole universe.
And possible other universes.
And there may be parallel universes, which are also part of the prime material plane.
Right.
But my campaign is on, well, what is a plane versus a universe?
A universe is...
So the plane is the whole thing. I mean, the prime material plane...
is the whole thing, which has multiple universes in it. In this case, a universe is smaller.
So the prime material plane consists of multiple universes.
Right. The multiverse, as they say.
Oh, it is the plane of Terra. The plane isn't Terra, it's of Terra.
Right.
So Terra is being given the name for...
It's like a proper name of the instance that we're dealing with.
Do you think it's a planet, or is is Terra the planet, or is Terra the...
No, it's the idea.
The universe.
The universe, yes.
So the universe of Terra.
Right. The one we know of.
The one we know of.
Correct. The one that's the instance of the books that we're looking at.
So, because I got him ready for the test.
Right.
Because the test is on Wednesday.
Yes.
So, I need flashcards. So, if you are here, so I am on, so if we create a campaign world.
Yes.
We, of course, are on the prime material plane, which is simply, a universe.
Right.
Maybe many.
The prime material plane is a plane. It's an empty shell that will contain all the manifestations that are created from the positive, negative, and the elemental planes. It takes all those substances, and when we instantiate the world, when you as the DM say, I'm creating a campaign, I'm creating a universe, that instantiates a universe in the planar material plane.
Right, and we would call, all right.
And you can call it whatever you want. You can call it the Bob universe, the Joe universe, but in the generic AD&D, he's saying that's the Terra.
Terra. Got it. All right. Okay, I'm with you.
That's how it is.
Now, are there different timelines? Like the Darkest
course.
Timeline?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That I like. Okay. All right.
You
Got
can,
it.
You can have different timelines. You can have. You guys should consider a whole episode on LSD. I've thought of that. I've thought of that, or just drinking. We typically drink when we do this. Any of those can.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. All
So-
right. I know where I am.
So yes,
I'm in Terra.
Yeah, right. You're in Terra. You could, if you didn't want to use Greyhawk and all this other stuff, you could instantiate the Bob world, and that would be a different universe. But they're all in the prime
So
material
that's
plane.
Earth. Earth.
Earth, right?
That's Earth. The
For
planet is
Greyhawk.
Earth.
Right, and that's Greyhawk.
And it is in the universe, I guess, of Terra.
Right.
Which is in the prime material plane.
Right.
Got
exactly.
it.
That's
Which is a universe.
Right.
And there may be parallel universes. Got it. I'm with you. I'm ready.
But the reason this is somewhat important is that some of the spells, like teleport, require you have to have some knowledge. So if I, in the Jim world, the Jim universe, had some knowledge of the Dan universe, I could teleport to there.
Or another planet. In
Planets are
this
easy.
universe?
In the Jim world planet, that's be simple. If I could see the planet, I could teleport to it. But if somehow I knew about this other mystical parallel universe where we talked, then I could go there. Because the way it says in teleport, page 82, distance is not a factor, but interplane travel is not possible. Interplane meaning from the prime material to another plane.
Right.
But if it's in the prime material, I could go anywhere. If I know about it.
That means I can use. What about I know about a parallel universe?
Right.
I can use teleport to go to a parallel universe because it's within the prime material plane.
Right. Even if I've never seen it, if I'm aware, if somehow I get knowledge of the Dan world, I have about 70% chance of not dying.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
So yeah, you can go to a parallel universe
Right.
or a different planet.
So again, my parallel universe, no gnomes would exist. They've never. What is a gnome? We've never heard of. Yours would not have Unearthed Arcana or whatever, the book that shall
We've
not
never
be
heard
named.
about that book.
There's never 1985 never happened.
Right.
Anything about past 1985 never happened.
Right. So it could be just like a land. It could be a world of gnomes.
Right. It could be only gnomes.
Gnome world.
Right. Gnome universe. The whole universe is made of gnomes.
And you would destroy us.
Then I would come in. What would you be more shocked, that he's being murdered, or that this wizard? What is this tall wizard coming and attacking us?
You're bringing like a gamma world or
Right.
game or whatever.
Right. I'm bringing the Death Star.
Star Wars.
Exactly.
Star Wars RPG.
That's
okay.
right. So that's why teleport is such a powerful spell, because you can go anywhere in the prime material plane.
That's crazy.
Right.
Okay.
Or any plane, assuming the plane doesn't, whatever plane you're on. So teleport. One of the other fun things is a way to transport, which we've talked about before, is the Cursed Scroll. If you want to travel,
Yes.
we talked about the Cursed Scroll on page, and you've noticed. See what I did? I bolded our notes. For those who don't think we have notes, we actually have notes for this. Page 121 in the DMG, because I bolded it.
And I like how you bolded it. That means DMG.
That's right.
Very nice.
That's why when you said it, I'm like, oh, you're going to be very pleased.
I am pleased.
So page 121, this is if you have a Cursed Scroll and you are fortunate enough not to drain away in liquid, you can go within 12 or 200 miles in a random direction, or transport to another planet, plane, or continuum.
Yes, what is that? Where's the roll? There it is, 41 to 50.
50.
Let's see if I go to another. Nope, 27. Nope, I just
You
turned
turn
the
liquid and drain away. Ah, that's too bad.
Wah, wah. So yeah, so transported to another planet. Wait a second, James. There's a word here, continuum.
Continuum.
What does that mean?
So that's a timeline.
Oh no! So there is the darkest timeline. Wait, there are
could.
different continuums?
There could be if you as the DM chose to.
Continuum is not defined.
Well, it's not defined there, but continuum is.
Is it? Planes, other realms of existence, some of which interconnect with the prime material plane, the normal milieu setting. planet is not listed. Wait, so there's other continuums? Wait, you said it's defined? Well, you're going to get... It's not a D&D definition.
No, it's not a D&D definition, but it's a Gary definition.
I assume he incorporates a standard definition if he doesn't include it in the glossary. Another planet, plane, or continuum. So you could have like the darkest continuum. So it wouldn't be the darkest
I don't have a
timeline.
definition, but I'm not going to do it. Huh?
Yeah, so okay, so a continuum. So you're saying that's like a different...
Different timeline.
Something's so the same play.
So again, the different timeline of the white kills us all in the Borderlands. Spoiler alert, there's a white in Keep on the Borderlands.
Right, don't push
Or the white doesn't kill us all. You know, what the idea of these universes spawn based on the things that may or may not have happened.
So you don't think this is just simply time travel. You think this is a different timeline.
Right, the different timeline. Correct.
That's horrible. So like your family's, you're not married, you never met.
Right. You know,
That squirrel
one of
didn't
the things is what happens if the Nazis won. You know, the timeline, the continuum of they get the bomb before we do.
What if that squirrel didn't kill me?
Right, and now you have 17 children.
Right, it's overpopulation. Right.
Of these illegitimate children that you've had as a magic user because you've traveled the thing.
Yeah, I'm JJ. That's the only reason I became a magic user.
Right, because your choice was that or dung farmer.
Magic users get the babes.
Yeah, that's right. Dung farmers, not so much.
That's my bumper sticker.
Right.
Magic users get the babes.
On his horse. Exactly.
Okay. All right. So that's very interesting. Yeah. So that's a real problem. We've talked about that because then the poor DM has to decide whether they're going to continue the campaign because the kid's going to be like, yeah, all right, cool, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't say that. You would have to think very quickly. Oh, you cast a. So this is where the prep versus not prep because if you roll, okay, oh, you found treasure. Oh, cursed roll. Oh, this should be interesting. Let's see what happens. You could end up with something that you were not prepared for.
Right.
Versus preparing the treasure hoard, you would know in advance. If they get this,
right,
I should have some idea of what's going on.
Drains away.
Yeah, just right. Just convert to make everything drains away, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay. All right. I love the cursed scroll.
So the other thing that I noticed is holy or unholy word, which we think we went over at one point back in the day. I try to tie this back to Grog Talk previous episodes. So holy and unholy word, 7th level cleric spell.
Not kidding around. This is the one that can like kill you immediately, doesn't it?
Yeah, if so what it says is, and this is why killing deities should be very hard. If you go, what page is it on?
Page 53 of the Player's Handbook.
Page 53.
53. Is that what you wrote? I have holy, unholy word, page 53.
That's right. I didn't write anything. I forgot. Mm-hmm. Okay, so page 50, what is it? It's a very quick thing.
Yes. The utterance of a holy or unholy word has tremendous power. It drives off evil, or the reverse, good creatures from other planes, forcing them to return to their own planes of existence. And then it further affects other creatures of differing alignment as follows. And it's not good. It either kills you or deafens you. Affected creatures must be within the 6-inch diameter area of effect centering on the cleric casting the spell. What does differing alignment mean, do you think? It can't just be... You mean, I think good versus evil,
Yeah, it
right?
has to be a diametric opposed.
Right. Not just like any differing alignment. That doesn't make any sense.
So the intent of this is you are a cleric and a demon has come, or an evil deity or something.
Or what about, or can it be, or Asmodeus?
Right,
Asmodeus,
devil,
right?
demon, anything like that. And so you are going to send it back, and he's got his horde of, creatures.
Go back to the shadows,
Yes,
right?
right. Go back to the shadows. Shadows.
Shower.
Go back to shadows.
Go back to the shower. Why is this spell not working?
Go, the flame of whatever. Go back to the showers.
You have work. You smell. You stink. Okay. So can I send Asmodeus back to hell?
Absolutely. That's right.
Back to hell.
That's right.
Whoa, but I gotta be...
From the prime material plane. If you're on the prime material plane, because this is our home plane.
Oh, yes.
You can send any creature whose home plane is not here back to its home plane.
There's no save.
There's no save. Go back.
Wow.
That's why this spell is so powerful.
I'm like, oh, you don't know about L. Never mind. You're not watching Stranger Things.
No.
I'm like, send any... Wow. That's pretty damn powerful.
But the opposite works. You're in hell. You're wanting to fight Asmodeus. Asmodeus, I'm 99% positive, can speak unholy word. I'd have to look it up
Oh, he sends me back to the prime material plane.
instantly.
Back to the light.
Right. Back to the light. Get back to where you came from, because we're not dealing with your shenanigans.
Get back.
Right. That's why I'm not saying it's impossible. It's nearly impossible.
So you're not going to do a get back version of this
Yeah.
on the ukulele?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to get back. Well, I could, but I'm not. So looking at the DMG on page 43,
Yes.
the speaker must be from the plane upon which it speaks in order to have the utterance send other creatures to their plane. A devil on the prime material plane could not use the spell to send away anything, though it could do it if it were in hell. Creatures sent to their original plane cannot return for 1 day. Creatures slowed by such spell lose their first round attack and every other odd number attack thereafter until the duration of this effect spares off. So my point is, if you wanted to get back to the prime material plane, just have someone cast an unholy word on you, or holy word.
But you got to convince somebody from that plane.
Right.
Hey, Mr. Devil.
Or Mr. Deity, good deity, or neutral deity. You can go to the Mordrons. They may have holy or unholy word. I don't know.
Or you could bribe.
Or you could bribe someone.
Get me back. So that's a way to get back.
That is a way to get back. So that's a way to get back to prime material.
Well, what I think is, it is a 7th level spell. So
Yes.
do you remember what level cleric do I have to-
14th level.
Yeah, you got to be.
You're super powerful.
You're super powerful.
Right, you're super powerful, but that's the point. If you're dealing with a bunch of demons or devils, the gate's open and all these things are coming out, you say that and you push them back.
Oh, so it's everybody. Because is it everyone in the area of effect?
Well, what does it say?
It drives off evil creatures from other planes, forcing them to return to their own planes.
Right.
Affected creatures must be within the 6-inch diameter. Oh.
So anyone who's if there's like 50 devils, they all would have to go
So
back.
you need to be like, come around, guys. Huddle
right.
up.
That's right.
So-
You have to have the demons all attack you at once and have the cleric in the middle and then him or her do the word.
So we need like the sacrifice. Like here,
Right.
put here.
That's right.
Well, we offer you this droid.
That's right.
And then they all go around.
And they do it exactly.
And then he's, all right. Very useful.
Very useful.
Good
Okay.
to know in a pinch if I
Right.
was a 14th level cleric.
Right.
Okay.
Next thing is obviously the ethereal plane, leaving the prime material plane. So there's a bunch of spells, but the main and
Wait,
there's
can I
also
ask you a question?
yes.
So Loth doesn't have this. She couldn't send in Queen of the Demon Web Pits. She can't send them back
Well, let's look in the Fiend Folio.
to the prime material plane. You know what I mean? Because wouldn't she just be
That's
like,
why I was not a big fan of Q1.
get
from
back?
that. Loth is in Q1, as in the Fiend Folio.
That's true. Under
I think
demons.
it's probably demons.
I'm pretty sure it's demons. There she is. Page 24. It is there's all her spells. I'm not seeing that. She's got comprehend languages, confusion, darkness, dispel magic. She can gate, phase door, read magic, shape change, summon,
Maybe she
teleport,
doesn't have that. Maybe that's why she
tongues,
can do it.
true seeing. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, that would be that. If I was a deity, I would probably have that.
Unless it's one of the standard demon.
That's what I was looking at.
Right.
It doesn't look that way.
Oh my gosh. I just realized that woman we're with, Olga, she has an amulet. You know, there's demons' amulets. She might have interesting. Who knows? She may be controlling wow. Okay.
You don't know.
Oh my gosh. Gain the amulet. Demons with amulets are able to magic. Okay. I don't know.
You have to. That's part of the thing.
Okay. So she could be.
Very magical.
She could have the soul. All right. Got it. All right.
So yes, that would be. So I think like Asmodeus has holy word or whatever. So potion of ethereal or oil of etherealness is the classic way to become ethereal. There are also psionic things which will let you go ethereal.
And that just lets me go ethereal. But so now once I'm in the ethereal.
Well,
I'm
now you
in
can
the
travel
ethereal.
in the ethereal plane,
Right.
if you wanted to.
And the ethereal touches the prime material. It touches everything else too.
It touches the inner planes.
The inner. So that's not bad. So like I can go to the city of brass.
Yes,
City of brass.
you in theory could do that.
Okay. I don't know why I'd want to. Well, but if I'm an ethereal, then do I not suffer the effects of being there? Like, so can I go to the plane of fire or whatever? Go
Well,
to plane of fire?
until you go into the plane of fire, then you do suffer the effects of that.
Oh, but can I be ethereal and be in the ethereal plane in the plane, if you know what I mean?
No, they touch the thing, and then you have to cross into the other plane.
Oh, so it's just a way to...
Right, and then the problem is you have once you're on the plane of fire and your ethereal oil runs out, how do you get back?
I'm stuck there.
You're stuck.
So ethereal is just like a ticket.
Yes.
Right. It's a limited time, like good for
Right.
24 hours.
Good for
whatever.
24 hours, exactly.
Right, okay. So good this day only.
Right. It's an e-ticket.
Okay, but so it is a way to travel.
Yeah,
so where
page
is it?
126. I have it right there.
Thank you, sir. Oil of etherealness. This potion is actually light oil, which is applied externally to the dress and exposed flesh.
Ooh.
Why am I seeing? I'm having images of JJ the Red.
Yes. Exposed. Why is it exposed flesh? Exactly.
It then confers etherealness. In the ethereal state, the individual can pass through solid objects, sideways, upside down, downwards, or to different planes. Naturally, the individual cannot touch non-ethereal objects. So that's what you were saying. I'm not really there. The oil takes effect 3 rounds after application. It lasts 4 plus 1 to 4 turns. Oh yeah, this is a short trip. Unless removed with a weak acidic solution prior to expiration. It can be applied to objects as well as creatures.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. I can throw it on a squirrel
Yeah.
and he becomes ethereal.
Or if you're looking for something, you can put it on there and let's say you have you have something that you're trying to keep away from the bad guy. The bad guy shows up and you put the oil on and go, what are you talking about? I don't have that.
Oh, so it's just if you go ethereal, you can't see it on the prime material plane.
Correct.
So it's just gone.
It's gone.
You can't even feel it.
That's right.
And then when the potion wears off, it comes back.
Comes back.
That's pretty useful.
It is very useful.
Maybe the Titan and Stormy Daniels should use that. You need a
They,
lot.
they need a lot. They need a barrel of etherealness. They need a fire hose of etherealness.
I don't like that. That's a bad idea. Okay. All right.
So it says this is a way to go to different travel of planes.
Okay.
So
But so you need enough. You need 2 potions. I need one to get back. Unless it's a very short trip.
right.
I mean, why do I want it that quickly?
Well, in this case, it's so that you can move around. You can also move around the prime material and not be seen. That's the idea.
Oh, so you can sneak into.
Right. You can go to places you can't. That's right.
And you can pass through solid objects.
That's correct.
Oh, that's really good.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why etherealness is awesome. Unless you get attacked by something ethereal, then it's horrible.
Oh, so while you've got that, you've got to do random encounter. That's good stuff. Oh, that's good stuff.
And unfortunately, the ethereal stuff is usually way nastier than what you're going to find in the prime
So
material.
you really need to weigh the risks. It needs to be something really important.
Right. Or, I mean, yeah, that you're desperate or something important.
So the magic use, so JJ the Red should have used oil of etherealness
Yes.
to get up there.
Well, that's a little overkill, but sure.
Well, in retrospect, I don't think
right.
so.
In retrospect, fighting the squirrel was way more challenging.
The ethereal plane fighting a squirrel.
He's asking, where does it say so back to 126. Ethereal individuals are invisible.
Yeah.
Page 126.
Very cool. So yeah, so that would be very useful for spies, thieves.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right. And you can move around. Again, since it touches everything, I was trying to look for how many times you have to roll for a random encounter.
It's so funny. I was looking that up too because I wanted to know the risk. Like, how bad is this really?
So it should be appendix, past appendix C.
No.
Yes, appendix C. No, appendix astral. Why am I struggling to find the astral? Demons. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Page 181.
Yes. Okay. Does it say?
Counters incurred 1 in 20. In beginning, midpoint, and end of the journey.
Oh, that's horrible. So that means it doesn't matter how short it is. It's 3 rolls.
I would say so.
That's what it says. So yeah, 1 in 20.
So you have a 5% chance 3 times.
So I'm going to roll 3 times 20. So I'm going to go in. So is it with JJ? What would have happened to JJ? This is a different continuum, James.
Right. This is a different continuum.
Okay, first roll. 8.
He's good. If he rolls a 20.
19. 18. JJ.
JJ's that's a much better thing.
He's slick, literally.
He's oiled up. Lubed up.
Oh, JJ.
Good, JJ. It's your birthday.
Poor JJ.
So,
Rest in peace, buddy.
that's right. He lived a short but
It was a good
it was a good
life.
life. He was busy.
He was. So what would JJ have encountered? It's a good thing he missed a 51. A groaning spirit.
Oh, Banshee. Ooh, that's bad.
And 1 to 2. And you raw rolling for those, too. Like a couple.
1 to 3, it's 1. 2
2.
of them. Oh, God.
Hey, look, honey.
Two
It's a little magic user.
groaning spirits.
A little magic user with
So
us.
the thing with groaning spirits is they're not on the prime. They're on the prime material plane, but I think their screech, their wail,
Oh.
goes into the ethereal plane.
Yeah, okay, I like that. That's good stuff. That's good. Yeah, and everything here is terrible, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a Chiron, which is, you can pet, I guess.
Well, they're good. That's
Right, you
that's
pet it.
actually great.
It depends what your line is.
Well, true. I'm assuming.
Yeah. All right. That's good stuff. Oh, and then, of course, are there, you can always go with the Monster Mino 2, I assume, as additional creatures. We've had random encounters on the
Right.
Astronaut Ethereal. It's way at the back, right? So, okay, I really like that oil of etherealness. I'm going to have to work that into an adventure. It doesn't get that much bigger on the ethereal.
So okay, we got not a controversy as Asmodeus or Asmodeus.
yeah, I don't know. I say both. I've never known. What do
Yeah.
you think?
I've
Wait.
always said Asmodeus, but
Well,
it could be
there's
Asmodeus.
There's a Dragon magazine where I think it was Frank Menser did the pronunciations.
Except for Grumsh, which
He
we
refused to
couldn't-
tell us.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so there is a pronunciation. So we'll have to look that up. That needs to be a part of the show.
The problem with Asmodeus is it sounds like
Amadeus?
rock me Amadeus.
Right. Sounds like Mozart.
You can rock me Asmodeus, Asmodeus.
You think I was a big
Asmodeus.
wig? Big
right.
pink or purple
A
wig?
superstar and a demon lord, a devil lord.
So you basically see Elton John. Okay.
Now I got a new song. You can rock me Asmodeus. Asmodeus, Asmodeus, Asmodeus. That's what we need to do when we send that thing up to bad.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
the
didn't do that in
Facebook.
the announcement, so you're contacting Bad.
I was going to try to reach out to Bad because we are, we have goats and druids and we're concerned about the Gotanic panic that's going to happen.
We need to have them there.
They're banning us.
Correct.
That would be amazing.
That would
but
be
they
good.
don't exist anymore.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. Elemental plane. It's actually hard to get there unless you go through the ethereal plane. I thought some of the cursed magic items for controlling things, I thought they brought you back to the elemental, but I couldn't find it. So maybe someone from the chat can...
Well, I can use the... Oh, no, that's right. The elemental plane, of course, is not the prime material plane. So I can't use teleport. That's not working.
Right.
And the oil of etherealness, I could use that.
Yes, you
But
could,
it's
but
very
the-
short.
Yeah, then you couldn't come back.
Because I want to spend more time here.
Right. Well,
Right.
the thought is, the question is, if you get to the plane of fire, and then you go into the plane of fire, you're not on the ethereal plane anymore. Can you if you're once you cross, you're in the ethereal plane. Can you, after you're in the ethereal plane, cross into the plane of fire, and then you wouldn't be ethereal anymore, and thus the potion, or in this case, the oil would run out, and now you can't get back unless you have some other means to do it.
Oh, well, that's very interesting. So if you have it on you, but I'm ethereal, can I even enter?
Well, that is the question. Because that's how you're supposed to travel to the planes. You go through the ethereal plane to get to the inner planes. The question is, can you get out of it? And I would say yes, because that's kind of inferred. That's what you would do with the ethereal thing.
It's all right. I'm looking at oil of etherealness. Can pass through solid objects. Okay. Or to different planes.
Yeah.
So clearly, it seems to be that it will work. I guess it just dries up really quickly. So I step in there and it's
So on page 115 of the Deities and Demigods,
yeah.
ethereal travel and combat. A character can achieve the ethereal state, move to the ethereal plane by various means, which include magic spells, items, magical ointment, oil of ethereals, or psionic discipline. It is possible to move to or about any of the inner planes which the ethereal plane permeates, and it is possible to move from plane to plane ethereally. To move to the ethereal plane, an entity has to but will movement to happen. If concentration lapse, the progress immediately halts. Ethereal travel is timeless and rapid. Ethereal creatures may move from plane to plane by moving from the shadow of one plane to the shadow of another. This may be accomplished by concentrating upon moving the desired destination. This gets easier with practice and being marked out a mental trail through the ether. The first time a journey between 2 points is made, DM should check for encounters 3 times. Here you go, just like we said. On the second journey, it's twice, and on subsequent, it's two known points, only 1 check is made.
Okay,
There you
where
go.
are you at? You're on Deities and Demigods?
Deities and Demigods, page 115.
There's planes of dust and ice and
Yes,
vapor and heat?
those are the power planes.
Oh. Would you consider forming a band called Magical Ointment?
No,
Why not? That's a good name.
it's not too bad.
Magical Ointment? Okay. All right, so you can use that. All right, so you can use that. That's a way to get there.
Right.
So the question is, how else do you get there?
I thought there was something that dragged you back to the elemental plane. So I'm asking, does anyone remember that? But
Okay.
there is a plate mail of etherealness. Yes, that is another
Plate
way.
mail of etherealness?
There is.
So you just put on the armor and you're
Apparently,
ethereal?
let's go look it up.
Wow.
I didn't say our list was exhaustive because that would require a lot of work. And this is, if
That would
you
require
spend time
more
with
than
us,
3 minutes.
right. It's page 164 of the DMG. This seemingly normal +5 armor, but if a command word is spoken, which is amazing, it's +5. The suit enables its wearer and all non-living things he or she wears to carry become ethereal, just as oil etherealness had been used. In the ethereal state, the wearer cannot attack material creatures. Phase door spell will negate the spell, which, by the way, phase door can help with that, and prevent the magic item from functioning for 1 day. There are 20 charges placed on the full plate mail of etherealness, and once used, they cannot be placed or recharged. Further, this is what sucks. Every 5 uses reduce the class of armor class by 1, so 5 charges it becomes +4. I'm never using that.
Right. You really would need to be in a pinch. You need to disappear fast.
Right. Because the choice of +5 plate mail, no thanks.
Well, you'll use it if you're about to die.
Right. Yeah. If a squirrel's in front of me, I'm using it.
Correct.
Or a swan, yes.
Right.
Falcon, possibly.
Right.
Titan, I'm not doing it.
Right.
So if there were other positive, negative plane, again, the only way I know without, basically why you can't go to those typically, because if you're not protected, you die instantly. You either become your life sucks out in the negative, or you explode in the positive. But
So you need a plan before
you
you go.
You need some kind of thing to do. Astral plane. There's obviously astral spell, astral projection, which is a psionic discipline. But the one I remember, which was kind of fun, which I didn't realize, is Dimension Door. Do you remember when we talked about Dimension Door on page 76?
It sounds familiar, but I don't remember that much about it.
Yes, it was one of your
Spell selection?
it was one of your skits that you wanted to do.
Oh.
So go to page 76 of the Player's Handbook and you read it quickly with the part that it talks about there.
By means of a Dimension Door spell, the magic user instantly transfers himself or herself up to 3 inches distance per level of experience of the spellcaster. This special form of teleportation allows for no error, and the magic user always arrives at exactly the spot desired, whether by simply visualizing the area with spell transfer distance, of course, or by stating direction, such as 30 inches straight downwards or upwards to the northwest 45 degrees angle, 42 inches. If the magic user arrives in a place which is already occupied by a solid body, he or she remains, in the astral plane until located by some helpful creature willing to cast a spell magic upon the person, for he or she is stunned and cannot successfully perform any spell casting. So the nice thing about this, though, is you don't die.
Right, but
So
you're stuck in the astral plane.
So teleportation is, if I teleport into a rock, I'm dead.
You're dead.
So it's actually trying to be nice.
Right.
You kind of bounce.
This is a consolation prize.
It is.
Right.
You're in the astral plane, when you Dimension Door.
Congratulations. You're not dead.
Right. Now, it's really not that far, though. You said teleportation is a lot more. Dimension Door is shorter.
Right. Dimension teleport. You can go anywhere in the prime material plane. In the plane that you're in.
Oh, so this is why. So the fact that it's shorter is probably why it's
safer.
It's a lesser distance
And
too.
this is a 4th level spell, and teleport's a 5th level spell.
Okay, so this is just like a little, you're blink.
You're actually training to get teleport. This is like a teleporting training.
Yeah, that's right. Look at me. Yeah, right. Learner's permit.
Right. You got
Like I'm driving around with the cones.
There's something to be argued about a lot of things. You should get a learner's permit before you
Right,
just go
be a
out.
magic user.
Right. Go out and go crazy with the teleport.
Right.
Because what's the first thing you do? I'm like, oh, cool. If you're
Well, that's why we have a Wizards Guild.
right.
Right? I mean, this is highly regulated, James.
Right. It should be.
Oh, it is, all right. So Dimension Door is, so it's kind of nice. I can go through stuff?
Yes.
So I can go into, so I can go like
I can go across the wall here or whatever. But if you end up in something, you get stuck in the astral plane.
Dimension Door is like when the magic is, when the things are going, it's going badly.
Peace out.
Exactly. He's gone.
That's right.
See you later.
See ya.
You turn around, Jim's gone.
Right. which is always when I'm a high-level Magic user, everyone's like, "Oh, you should take Ice Storm." I'm like, "I'm going to take Dimension Door."
Nice. That tells a lot about you. Yeah.
Or I should take. Well, that's how. Remember, we escaped. That's how I escaped Keep of Blood Red Falls because
Yeah.
I took Teleport.
Yeah.
I said it was for the rest of the party. I said it was for me, and then it became.
I'll teleport into his
That's right.
lair.
No, remember we couldn't do that. I was more concerned about teleporting out because I heard it was a death loop.
You
which I was right.
You had an escape plan.
You always have to have a plan B.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
You're no JJ the Rat. You're better
No.
than JJ the Rat. You're not going to get killed by a squirrel.
That's right. I may not have as many illegitimate. I don't. He's
Right.
not, he has a lot more infinitely more illegitimate children than I
Right.
do.
So basically, you would have seen that squirrel. You're like, see ya.
That's right.
Boop.
That's right.
Gone.
This is why I'm married. It's
Gone.
too much of a hassle. But he was young. He was a young man.
How to survive with 1 hit point. Well, you wouldn't even have that spell.
Sure, wish. That's a great idea.
Oh,
wish or
wish.
limited wish, alter reality. I would say that's all in the realm of possibility. The DM should allow that.
Agreed.
Those are great suggestions. So outer planes is gate. I mean, you can bring someone from the outer planes through there. Of course, you could argue if it's a powerful creature, they could take you back there. So gate is 7th level cleric spell.
Wait, I wanted to ask you about that. I want to see how powerful gate really is. Okay, the casting of a gate spell has 2 effects. First, it causes an ultra-dimensional connection
Yeah.
between the plane of existence the cleric is on and that plane, a specific being. So, okay, so let's say Orcus. I'd like to gate in Orcus.
Right. So you'd get to one of the layers of the abyss.
Okay, right. So the result is enabling the being to merely step through the gate or portal from its plane. So I'm opening up kind of like you
Right.
see. Okay.
Like the Oblivion portal. Yeah.
Okay. From his plane. Second, the utterance of the spell attracts the attention of the dweller. So in other words, he sees it. He's like, what?
Right.
He's going to turn. Like if he's sleeping or something, he wakes up in there.
If he's busy doing undead things, whatever the
Right.
throwing his wand around.
Right.
If you had the true name of Orcus, I don't know if Orcus itself would.
Oh, the utterance of the spell. Oh, well, wait a second. Stop. Wait, do I need to know? The casting of a gate spell has 2 effects. First, it causes an ultra-dimensional connection between the plane of existence the cleric is on and the plane. So all I need to know is, I know Orcus. I need to know what plane Orcus is on.
Yes.
He's in the abyss.
Yes.
I need to know what plane of the abyss, right? Because there's 666
But
layers.
you're calling. You need to know his plane.
Wait. Is a layer a plane? He's on the abyss. Is the abyss
Layer
a plane?
is a plane. There are multiple planes.
It's a layer.
It's a plane.
It's a layer.
Okay.
You suck. So,
There you go.
so I need to know what layer he's on, and he have to be there at the time. Like,
Well,
what
that's
if
right.
he's
If he's not there,
traveling
well,
on
you
vacation?
you just burned 5 years of your life to do that. That's why you need to have a lot of information before you do these kind of things.
Okay, so let's say I know he's there, or I think he's there, and I'm right. Okay.
No.
So now that just means it's there. Okay. So now, wait. It says the utterance of the spell attracts the attention of the dweller. So I don't need to know his name. Doesn't it attract his attention? I don't need to know his name, do I?
Well, you have to call. Orcus is not his name,
I understand that, but it says the utterance of the spell attracts the attention of the dweller.
but you have to call his. You have to call him. That's the thing.
Oh, that's the next sentence.
Huh?
That's the next sentence. Sorry. When casting the spell, the cleric must name the demon, devil, demigod, god, or similar being he or she desires to make use of the gate and come to the cleric's aid. So I need to know his act. So some things have real names.
I mean, you can use Orcus there, but if you want to control him or you want to be able to do something, you have to know his secret name, his true name.
So you would play it that I could say, hey, Orcus.
Yeah, and Orcus would. Well, Orcus, you get his attention, and he may not come. He may summon Type 7 demons to come and kick.
That's what I want to talk to you about.
Type
'cause
5 demons.
There's 100% certainty that something will step through the gate.
Right.
The actions of the being which comes through will depend on many factors, including the alignment of the cleric, the nature of those in company with him or her, and who or what opposes or threatens the cleric. You, Dungeon Master, will have a sure method of dealing with the variables of the situation. The being gated in will either return immediately or, very unlikely, or remain and take action. So how do you figure out the percentage chance? So I'm going to cast a gate on the plane.
Right.
And
Well,
I
on your
utter
plane.
on
You're
my
on, you're on plane. You're going to call him.
gate's the other one.
Right.
And I say his name. So this will attract the attention of that which I name, correct?
Right.
So he looks over, and I guess it just,
So I would do a reaction. I base it off a reaction roll.
I was going to say, that's what you would do, because now you have to decide what does he do? Does he just look at it?
Right. I do a reaction roll.
And Okay, you do a reaction roll to see if he comes. Well, so immediate attack is he steps through and attacks me.
Yeah. Well, it's extremely unlikely that if you're just a 16th level cleric and you're not, and he's not coming, Orcus is not coming through.
So basically, you're just saying I've got his phone. I've found his cell number.
Right.
I've been able to get the cell number.
Right. You text him.
But that doesn't mean that he's going to pick up. He's like, who's this? Is this spam? Because he gets a lot of spam gates. So
Exactly.
So whose name do I actually need to know? How do I control a devil or a demon? The demon, I need the amulet.
You need amulets. That's right.
The devil,
I don't remember.
it's tricky business. You got to deal with a long spoon, I believe. Here, hold on. They talk. Oh, there's talismans. Too.
They have talismans. That's their equivalent.
Probably. So I'm on page 20 now. It is possible
We weren't going to do a show on controlling demons and devils, which would be amazing.
But this is the whole point of the gate. Devils can never be subdued. The lesser ones will always fight until destroyed. The greater ones will negotiate if seriously threatened. Devils will serve if properly commanded, but it is risky business. For an improper command will break the law, which binds them to service. Yes. I love this next part. It also typically requires a contract for the soul of the creature commanding the infernal power to obey. It is possible for other than lawful evil persons to invoke or otherwise treat with devils, but the long spoon, oft spoken of, had better be used when supping with such monsters. So basically, you would do a reaction. So all I've done is I've placed a call.
Right.
And he's like, who's calling?
Right.
And
I assume the standard answer is death.
Because
he doesn't. Because again, look at the multiverse. There are potentially.
It is like spam calls. There's calling all the time.
The thing is blowing up all the time.
Right.
And he wants to make it very clear, if you do that, I'm going to wipe you out.
Right. So
the equivalent would be if you got the president's cell phone number, they come and they take you away and they put you in the prison that no one ever comes back from.
Right. Oh, so he may come and take me like now you're in hell.
Right.
That'll teach you a lesson.
That's
so there's like a whole like dungeon there, people who gate it.
Right.
So basically you gotta be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
That's right.
Wait, I'm sorry, is it Asmodeus or Asmodea? Because I've heard different. Okay, a great evil one. Wait, stop! Because he's about to kill me. I don't know what he's doing. Pretty easy.
Well, and this is what's ironic, because then you have to put up your rings of protection in front of you.
Oh, yes.
Which again, does that,
Oh, and there's a circle.
That's right.
There's something else.
You have to make a circle.
They said magic circles will keep devils off for a time if they're properly scribed.
Right.
And ensymboled. In the case of the greater devil archdevil, devils are repelled. This is interesting. They're repelled by holy, I didn't symbols. No. Artifacts or relics.
Yeah.
So, wait, is the horn of change? Okay, never mind. So I say, whoa. So wait, I've got all these protections. So I bought some time.
Correct.
He's trying to attack me. I'm like, whoa.
Slow down.
Slow down. So either I've got to have a really good proposition for him.
Right.
Or I offer up my soul.
Yes.
To him.
Yes.
If I'm not already lawful evil, does he care about my soul? I probably need to be like a good or something. Like, why does he want my soul? If I'm evil, I'm going there anyway. Right?
Well, but he doesn't. Well, no, they want lawful evil things.
Because I could go to somebody else.
Yes, right. That my understanding is the devils, even though they're all going to lawful evil, doesn't. That's that's like saying you're going to.
Right. Like Orchid.
You're going to the NFL, but you're not going to the specific team in the NFL.
Right. Because I could go to some.
Right. You could be
Distemper or whatever.
Yeah, you've got exactly. You're an athlete. You could play baseball or football.
Right.
You're going to play football, but you don't know which team you're playing for.
Right. Because you can be like, whoa. Look, I've already like I'll go to you.
Right. I'm joining your team.
But I better be well, I'm doing a gate spell. How high level?
18th level. Well, 18th level magic user, 16th level cleric.
Oh wow. So I'm pretty high. So the mere fact that I'm doing a gates, I mean, I know I'm nothing to him.
You're a 5-star recruit at that point.
That's right. And what I like is there has to be a contract.
Right.
Do you think like a lawyer comes with him? Does he bring the lawyer out?
I would assume if you're 18th level, you have some lawyerly skills. Maybe that's your secondary skill.
Yeah, but he's going to bring out like his general counsel.
This is like going to buy a car. You're at a big disadvantage. This is all they do.
He's like first talk to my. He doesn't even come out. The lawyer appears.
Right.
So Asmodeus' lawyer shows up. You're like, who are you?
Right.
He's like a little guy with glasses.
And he does this all day. You think
And
you're getting a
what
deal?
do you got? He's like,
Right.
all right, what are you offering?
Right. This guy, and he doesn't have to. It's like, really, 18th level, that's it?
Yeah, you got like 30 seconds.
Right.
What do you got to offer?
Right.
Are you offering your soul?
Yeah,
No. What do you got?
It's an elevator pitch. You've got 30 seconds. Hear me out.
If not, the bone devil's on yours. So there's
Right.
like 3 bone devils.
3 bone devils
behind
on-
him.
That's right. There's a whole army of, whatever. You've just let in a bunch of things. Exactly.
Wow, this is scary. Oh yeah, all right. Oh, they're gated in. Oh, that's right. They can come in. How do they get back? Go back to the gate?
go
How
through
long does
the
the
gate.
gate last?
You have to do a holy word. I don't know how long the gate lasts.
Oh, you do a holy word to send them. Oh, that's what you're getting ready with.
That's right. Well, you
If
better
things
have
go
that
down.
ready. Yeah, if things go down.
But
you
how do
better-
they get back? Like, so they come in like the bone devils, or are they just running around the prime material?
Well, unless they can. Well, they could gate them. They could gate other.
Oh yeah, they gate them back.
They can gate themselves.
Oh, they
back,
know
I
what they're
think.
doing. What am I saying? They got the whole thing set up down there, don't
Well,
they?
they would like to stay on. I think they would want to stay for a little bit and have fun. I mean, for them, it's a vacation, right? You get to destroy things and.
I hear Benny Hill music now.
Oh,
Is
that's it. You see him right here? There you go. I'm got him chasing around.
it Bone Devil chasing you?
Exactly.
Who used the gate spell again?
Exactly.
Jerk.
Well, that's why, again, I would think there'd be you'd get a knock at the door from the clerical police or whoever, because that's not good to be gating in
Yeah.
demons and devils.
Yeah, there's a
Not
knock.
good.
Yeah, there's a knock on. Who is it? The UPS. It's like a Bone Devil.
Right.
Yeah, now I know you're talking about another knock on the door later. Yeah. Well, that's why it's not great to have like a 16th level magic user. So bad stuff's happening.
Right.
I like the JJ the Rat. All he does is impregnate women. Compared to this business.
Right. He's not summoning demons or
Exactly.
devils.
It could be worse. That's what JJ was saying. Hey, it could be worse.
Right. I got dancing lights, and that's it.
Right.
So there's also ones that affect. You can go to multiple places. So there's the cubic gate, which is on page 142. It's a device.
What?
Yeah, it's cubic gate.
Wait, what book am I going to?
DMG.
The DMG.
And annual amulet of the plains. Both of them are on there.
What page am I going to?
142. For
Oh,
cubic
142. They said 42. I was like, I was confused. Okay, 142. The
Cubic gate. Very good.
cubic gate, another small cubic device. This item is fashioned from carnelian.
Sounds
Okay.
like a stone.
The 6 sides. Well, we know that there's stuff from outer space because isn't like the meteor stuff makes
Right.
something.
Yeah, that's right.
The 6 sides of the cubes are each keyed to a plane. Oh. One of which will always be the prime material plane. Of course, the other 5 can be chosen by any means desired. If the side of the cubic gate is pressed but once, it opens a nexus. Is that different than a gate?
I think it's similar.
To the appropriate plane. And there's a 10% chance per turn that something will come through it looking for food, fun, and or trouble. That's JJ. That's JJ.
Not necessarily in that order.
Not in that order. If the side is pressed twice, the creature so doing, along with all creatures in a 5-foot radius, will be drawn through the nexus to the other plane.
There you go.
So you can press it twice. So once,
Opens it.
and then something comes through.
Right.
Twice, you better go fast. You better be slow.
Right. You don't want. Well, unless you want something to come in. Maybe.
But if I don't, I need to be fast.
you
Don't
gotta
be
click,
slow.
Click twice. Beep beep. Yeah.
And then all creature 5-foot radius will be drawn through the nexus to the other plane. Is a house will open more than one nexial link. But where am I going on the plane?
The DM determines those 5 other sides.
No, meaning, okay, well, so one of the planes is
Prime
whatever.
material.
And one's abyss, let's say.
Right.
I press it. I don't get to pick where I go in the abyss. I just randomly go to the abyss
That's up to you. That's up to the DM to decide.
because it does. Because right, it just says hell,
Right. Which is this show.
which is a show, right? How do I? Someone needs to cast Holy Word. Get us back.
That's right.
So you don't know where you can. It's not like you can be like, oh, I'm going here. It's not like teleport.
No.
Okay. It's not like
No,
I'm going
you're picking the like the gate of hell. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's how I would pick.
Oh,
it.
you think it's like the entranceway? It's like a long line.
Right. There's a line of people going.
Everyone press the cube. Press
Right.
the cube.
Unless it was you're the ambassador to one of these deities that have, you show up at the ambassador suite at hell and, you're like Asmodeus's.
Oh, they could give you a little cue. Maybe you got it there. Like, okay, they'll give it to you. Like, okay, here you go. This
Right.
will take you. Wait, how can gate? If I cast gate, Wait, how do I get out of hell? I'm in hell.
Well, we talked about
Can
that.
I do gate? Well, I know that it's the whole. But what about gate? Can I cast a gate spell?
You
to the
can't.
prime material plane. Can I
That'll
walk through a
bring
gate?
No, you can't walk through.
It's a one way.
It's a one way. There's other ways to get back. You have to do an astral plane, astral shift, astral spell,
Or have this little cube.
cube.
The cube will get me back.
Yes.
Wait, that's okay. This is an important question. If it just says prime material plane.
It goes wherever that one point is on the prime material plane.
Oh, so you think it's for each point? It has
Right.
a location.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't think it's just you pick the point.
Because I could be anywhere in the universe. I could be
Right.
in some sun.
Right. Exactly.
Burn up.
I
Okay.
agree.
All right. Well, that's a pretty interesting little cube there.
Right. You should tailor it for your campaign. You shouldn't just be. Because then that makes it not as ridiculous.
Right.
Because if it's literally anywhere you can go, then that thing is the most powerful.
Right. So you go to Asmodeus' waiting room, like you said.
Right.
The
And if you
elevator.
do prime material, it comes to this place.
So you know, like the receptionist there, like, oh hey
Right.
Marge.
I'm back. What's up?
She's got horns.
Hello. Hello, Dan.
You're late.
You're late.
He's not going to be happy. You just missed him.
You missed your contract.
He's gone. Oh, can he still see me?
No.
He's gonna try back in a week.
Suffer over there on the rack of lateness. Exactly.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I like that.
So I figured you'd like that.
Yes,
So,
been
but
fun.
you could, as a DM rule, I think if you do it that way, it's super powerful. It, like literally, you can go anywhere in the hell. That's anywhere in the prime material. That doesn't seem right.
And but even with just locations, it doesn't have charges. It's a cube.
Right.
It just goes forever.
Yeah, I think it's once per. How many times does it say?
Oh,
I
no,
think-
it doesn't say that. I don't see it.
I didn't think you could use it like you.
Oh, well, wait. It's impossible to open more than one Nexel link at once.
Oh, okay. That's
Okay.
That's the only restriction. Yeah, there you go.
That's all I see. But I could, of course, create charges if I wanted to.
Sure.
I'm the DM, right?
Right. But I think as it is, that's how I do it. Okay.
Very cool.
The next thing's Amulet of the Plains, page 137, which is another fun thing.
Amulet of the Plains. Oh. The Amulet of the Plains is a device which enables the individual possessing it to transport himself or herself instantly to or from any of the upper planes to the outer planes. This travel is absolutely safe, but until the individual learns the device, transport will be random. Ah, yes. So, and then there's roll d6, 1 to 3, do not add 12, 4 to 6, add 12 to d12 for 1 to 24, got it. Okay. And you may alternatively have other results. Okay. But so once I've
So
learned...
that's the only way. Oh, it didn't say the astral plane. But here, prime, but alternative Earth. That's pretty cool.
Oh, alternative Earth. Okay. Right. So there's ultimate. So there's other planets. So the ultimate. Okay. So I just need to learn how to use this.
Right.
Oh wait, Ian, that's a real problem, because then I have a hard time. Well, I have a hard time getting back.
Yes.
How many times can I use this? I guess I just keep bouncing around.
Right.
Until I finally get back. Mm-hmm. Oh, I am like a terrible driver.
Right.
So it's like a hell.
Just you're spinning the wheel. You're
And then
spinning
I'm
the
like,
wheel.
oh my gosh. Yeah, because is hell on here? Well, Hades. That's it, right?
Oh, hell is not Hades. Hades
Oh, wait.
is different.
Well, why is there not? Oh, there it is. 9 hells. Sorry.
Yeah.
But it's still bad. It's close.
Yeah. That's the neutral evil.
It's nearby. So
Or maybe I don't know.
yeah, it's not good. Okay. All right.
But that one, I could argue that one to me seems like once you've mastered it, you could argue you could go to specific places that you want to go to.
Yeah, that would be interesting. But probably there's protections. I can't just like go to like
Right.
Asmodeus' treasure vault.
No, of course not. I mean,
know?
I agree with you. And that was part of the reason I was thinking that, the part of it's the adventure of getting there, right?
Right.
You don't want to just, like you said, drop into Loth. Because Loth
Right.
and these people, they have to put something in place because then everyone
Right.
would be showing up there.
You want the hell crawl.
Right, yeah.
The hell crawl.
Right, it's like Queen of the Demons. You want to do, or like our Gnome Skull. You want them to go through the...
So you're asking people like, where's Asmodeus' palace? You're trying to find it. You're in
Right.
hell.
Exactly.
You're like, oh yeah, you go take a left at the whatever.
Yeah, so Cubic Gate is 5,000 experience points, 17,005. And Amulet of the Plains is 6,000, 30,000 gold
It
pieces.
seems like it should be more valuable than that.
You would think so.
I would think so. Okay. All right. But I can't hold on to people.
Does it say that?
It doesn't say that. So, oh wait, yeah, no, it says himself or herself.
There you go.
So I can't do it. And the cube, can the
You
cube?
can, of anyone within 5 feet of you.
Oh, so the cube is much better.
From my taking a party with you.
Got it.
But there's an answer to that too.
What?
You put everyone in the bag of holding and you teleport them or in the portable hole and you take them with you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what my party did. That's what the party did.
Yeah.
That's why portable hole was amazing. Nico's character, the production goblin, he could cast teleport. So the party would jump into the portable hole, and then he would teleport. And they would take the chance of, well, hopefully this works, because it would be a total wipeout. But instead of traveling for days, they'd all get in the portable hole. And that's what happened. One time they had a problem because Nico's character landed right where they're frost giants. He started getting attacked. And if he would have been killed, the rest of the party would have been killed because they were stuck in the portable hole. They would have died.
Yeah.
Except for the one who had the necklace of adaptation.
It's a terrible death.
Yeah. Except the one for necklace of adaptation.
Because you can't breathe in there.
After 10 minutes, you die.
So it's like a sub.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're like, what's going on? And you don't know what's happening.
No, you have no idea what's going on.
You're just waiting.
Right.
That's a lot of faith.
So what they started doing was, because Nico could teleport more than one person, they had 2 people teleport and the rest would go in the hole. So at least they have a backup.
Yeah, that's smart.
So speaking of portable holes, if you put a portable hole into the bag of holding, fun stuff happens, as you know. If you do it the other way, if you put a bag of holding in the portable hole, you blow up and you kill everyone around you.
Oh, so
you get sucked up into the void.
Okay.
But if you do the opposite, if you go on page 152 of the DMG, our favorite book.
Because really, what's the difference? I mean, one's a bag, obviously, and one's
Well, it's just the way they described it. So, if a bag of holding is placed within a portable hole, a rift into the astral plane is torn into space.
Yeah, so you got to read slower there. So if I've got a bag of holding.
And a portable hole.
And I'm sticking it in the portable hole.
Right.
Okay.
Because they're both interdimensional spaces, and this is why it's a
what
problem.
happens?
You're crossing the streams, just like Ghostbusters. A rift to the astral plane is torn into the space, and the bag and the cloth are sucked into the void and forever lost.
Oh, why are they forever lost? Why can't I go find them in the astral plane? Can I go search for them? They're in the astral plane. So wait, so are there like these? Are these things floating around? Like can you find like a bag of holding floating in the? Is this just like junk, like trash, like
they
plastic
said
bags?
They're lost forever, but maybe you could argue
That's too bad, because it could be just like portable hole comes by, right? A bag of holding, like trash. Don't litter.
It's just a dump there.
There's a dump of bags of holding
and portable holes. So
okay.
If a portable hole is placed within a bag of holding.
Portable, hold on, I gotta say, portable hole.
Which is a little, you can wrap it up.
Yeah, what does a portable hole look like? Because I've got an image of like at a park where you have a board and a hole.
Portable hole is a circle of magical cloth spun from the web of phase spider, interwoven with strands of ether and beams of astral plane luminaries.
It's a piece of cloth.
Yes. When fully open, the portable hole is 6 feet in diameter.
Oh,
so it can be folded as small as a pocket handkerchief.
So you stretch it?
You fold it up. It's like it's a handkerchief that you keep. It's like a parlor trick. You keep opening it until it becomes a whole thing, and then when you fold it back, it folds into this.
And you got stuff inside.
Correct.
Like a piece of cheese.
You have a 10-foot hole. You can put a whole vat of cheese in there.
So it's a 10-foot hole. Okay.
Right.
And nothing's heavy.
No, it doesn't weigh as much as the handkerchief.
I gotcha. Okay, so now if I put that into, so I'm taking that, my handkerchief, because I also had an image of like a black hole.
No, it's
on a board. Okay, so if I take this handkerchief and I drop it, I wrap stuff in it.
Yeah.
And why am I doing any of these things?
Because you don't know, and it's fun. The DM does this stuff. Ha!
It's like Merry and Pippin.
Right.
So I drop it in for whatever bizarro reason. I'm going to now drop it into my bag of holding.
Or you're desperate. Let's say as you've inadvertently gated in Asmodeus.
Yeah.
And you have a bag of holding in a portable hole. It will open a gate to another plane, and the whole bag and any creatures within 10 feet are drawn to the plane. The portable hole and bag hole being destroyed in the process.
You get sucked in?
Right.
I see your body stretching. You're like,
all you and anything 10 feet around you get sucked in.
Into what? Or some plane?
Into another plane. That's all it says.
We don't know what plane.
Correct.
Wait, it could theoretically not be. It could be the negative material plane.
Possibly.
It says plane.
Right.
It doesn't say prime material plane.
Right.
So you just like the DM will surely have a.
If you just climbed up the tree, there's a squirrel.
Yeah.
Your choice is just be killed by the squirrel or drop the portable hole into the bag of holding.
Right. So me and the squirrel.
That's right.
We're going in.
Now the way I've done it is I just roll on the amulet of the plane one.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right, just because it's already there. Why should you come up? But
the amulet of the planes doesn't have like element. Is that elemental planes?
Right.
Does it?
Yes. It doesn't have all of them, but
it has some.
I don't remember. I'll have to look.
That'd be terrible because this is not good. You better be protected.
It has all the outer planes, and It could have the ethereal, astral, prime, but altered of Earth if you want.
Okay, but not
Well, you
elemental.
could change that if you'd like.
Well, that'd be terrible because elemental planes, you're gonna die basically.
I mean, you could add all of them if you'd like. So
Okay.
that's up to you.
Well, I don't know why anyone is sticking their portable hole into
because
bag of holding.
people don't know. I mean, people have done not so smart things. They'll just start stuffing things in the bag of holding. You realize if you stuff too much stuff in it, it breaks and it collapses. People don't know. They just like start. I even had. I gave a bag of holding out to one of the groups, and they started filling it. They're like, they didn't even think about it. I'm like, now you could be a jerk and go, oh, you put after your 5,001th gold piece, the bag ruptures and it's all gone.
So you have to like have someone sit on it. The dwarf sits on it to close it, and it's like your luggage.
Well, yeah.
Zipper breaks.
Well, if it breaks, then it's all gone.
Okay.
So then we have psionics and plane shift. Those are the other two.
So if you have psionic powers, you might have some. So,
oh yes.
I mean, I don't want
We're
to
not
go
gonna
too
go
far
through
into psionics, but so in other words, if you have psionics, this enables you potentially to.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
And what is plane shift?
Plane shift, page 50, player's handbook.
Oh, it's a spell.
Yes. Page 50. I think it's cleric 5th level.
Yes, it is. When the plane shift spell is cast, the cleric moves himself or herself or some other creature to another plane of existence. Oh. So can I use this if a devil attacks me?
Why not?
The recipient of the spell will remain in the new plane until sent forth by some like means. What? If several persons link hands in a circle, up to 7 can be affected by the plane shifts at the same time. The material component of this spell is a small forked metal rod. An unwilling victim must be touched. Oh, so you got to hit in order to be sent thusly. In addition, the creature also is allowed a saving throw. Oh, I think he's going to make a saving throw. And it's negated. So do I know, can I pick where I want to go to?
Yes, by the tuning fork.
Oh, that's what that is.
Correct. So if you go to the DMG, the plane shift, page 42.
Yes.
The material component is similar to a tuning fork, of course.
Of course.
And striking at the proper time, allowing the energy vibrations of the person or persons or creatures involved to match those of the desired plane. All you need to do is determine which notes, if you will, attune to which planes, and then when the caster has the metal rod, inform him or her of the note it sounds. An A sharp, for example, might take one to the astral plane, whereas an A flat might move to the ethereal plane of air. Well, this is how you get to the elemental planes, excuse me. Or an A to the ethereal plane. Naturally, you can include the octave and even have chords to move the creature to some subplane. F sharp minor might move the caster to subject to the 9th plane of hell. I want to do an A augmented flat 7th, flat 5th. Where does that take me?
But so if you don't get it quite right.
Then you end up, God only knows where you end up.
Because what is that? How do you do the fork? What's the fork? I mean, it's like a...
It's a fork. The tuning forks. Ding.
Oh, so if you don't get it, so if the person doesn't know they get the note a little bit wrong.
Right.
They're in big trouble.
Well, you probably should get fixed ones. I don't know why we have... like the tuning fork typically is a tuning fork. It has a specific...
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. So you don't adjust it. I'm not familiar
I
with
wouldn't.
fork. Right.
I wouldn't get... But he's clearly saying the proper time allows the energy vibrations. Well, he doesn't know either because a tuning fork only has a fixed frequency. But you could ring multiple ones at that.
Oh, I see. So if like the piano, tuning fork, right. So you get each one and you make sure that it matches.
It's a reference frequency.
So you've got all the tuning forks of all the different... Yeah.
Right.
So you're like, oh, so wow. So you go into a shop.
Right.
And they have tuning forks. You'd be like, yeah, I need one for hell. And they'd be like, no, they're not going to ask any questions. All
That's right.
Here you go.
Good
luck.
Here's the 3 that you have to strike, and because it's an A minor.
Good luck.
Dun, 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 something like that.
So he's looking it up in like a booklet. Like you go into the store.
There's a chord chart. It's a chart of things to hell.
And so so he looks it up. He's like, so where are you going? And he's looking it up. You better hope he gets it right. He's like, all right, so you need a this, a this, a this. You need an A, whatever.
Right.
And he brings it out. He's like, this is what you need. And you hope he's got it right.
Yeah, exactly. It's something like this chord chart. You give you a chart.
Right.
And you pull up. Oh, I want to go to hell. It's a C minor. You got to play.
Right. He's got the little.
Someone needs to make that up. The chart of planal travel.
Can you show me a tuning fork? Can you look up a tuning fork on there? Yeah. So it's been laminated. It's a little laminated.
Right.
Chart.
That's a tuning fork.
There it is.
That one's
Tuning
pitched
fork
to C. This one's pitched to F. There's a set of 8.
It resonates at a specific constant pitch, striking it against a surface or an object. And so, oh yeah, so usually do you just do one because you would like, if it's in tune, it's in tune?
Right.
Like,
Well, typically you need a reference pitch.
Right.
And you start singing based on that.
but here, you're not just a reference pitch, right?
You're
you
tr-
need
well,
out-
you-
you need out.
Well, the reference pitch may be a single note to go to one place, but he's saying you may have to do multiple ones to go to a certain plane.
Well, see, look, you can get a set of 8.
Right.
So maybe you can buy like a set.
Yeah, you
for
buy
like
a
the
whole
most
set.
common places.
Right. And you put them together. That's the idea. You hit 2 or more.
Oh, you
That's-
better do it right at the same time.
Exactly.
I'd be sweating.
Right. Well,
Well, I guess you come back, but geez. Okay. That's pretty wild. I like plane shift.
Yeah, we did talk about the ethereal plane a little bit. So anyway, those are our things. What have what have we missed? Because certainly we've missed things. Put that in the chat, or go on to Discord and follow up on our conversation here, because we're here to care and share. But that was a very good thing. I guess we do need to talk about adventures in planes at some point, since that's another topic we don't know much about. So I think we're already at 11:20. I feel like we should wrap the show up at this point.
And I feel like I'd like to get some more suggestions on the Discord about
Right.
that. We only had a couple, and so it would be nice to have a few more. So I agree with you. I think that we should probably punt
Right.
on Derek and
Ferric and Den Canaan.
Ferric and Den Canaan.
So we'll do that next time. So please go out to Discord and come up with suggestions, because again, you guys drive the show, and if it's only 1 or 2 suggestions, then it's basically 1 or 2 people driving it. So let's roll the D10 and see where we're at.
Okay. It's a
7,
7.
of course.
Not bad.
That's good.
Considering the technical difficulties.
Yeah, and I finally figured that out. I mean, the earphones was not the issue. The issue was the sound card was causing a scratching thing, which was disappointing. So we will see. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We will do Ferric and Den Canaan if you can help. Again, quick reminders: July 23rd, we will be at Sci-Fi City. Of course, we're kind of committing Lloyd to something that he may not remember we're doing, but we do that all the time. GrogCon, September 30th. Go out to grogcon.com if you want information. And so for Grog Talk, I'm James.
And I'm Dan.
And we will see you next time on Grog Talk. Take care.
Grog Talk was taped in front of a live studio audience.
We don't got no dragonborn in Hamlet. A dwarven magic use you won't see. Clerics must have deities to worship, as written in the holy DMG. We like delving dungeons and loot. Every orc is evil through and through, and we don't stay our hands and spare their children like the 5e hippies in the game stores do. And I'm proud to be a first edition grognard, living by the dice and Gare's decrees. We fear only level drain and poison, and DM smiling wide behind the screen. We don't play heroes with long backstories. We fight for our lives to get XP, and there's nothing better than tell the glory of that one time we survived to level 3. And I'm proud to be a first edition grognard, living by the dice and Gare's decrees. We fear only level drain and poison, and DM smiling wide behind the screen. smiling wide behind the screen. We love first edition AD&D.